Subscribe to the all-new HardLore Patreon now for early, ad-free access to every episode and an exclusive episode every month.
During the Harm's Way set, Colin took some liberties.
Oh, I heard you kicked him or something?
This is not
I saw some
He kicked
chatter.
me square in the... I would like you
online.
to witness.
It's a lie.
Oh, wow. Hold on, dude.
No,
Yeah.
that's false.
Wow.
That was a kick.
The foot
Yeah.
went
What is it?
above the head. No, listen. There's no contact made. I was just showing him I could.
Oh,
No, I didn't get it.
yeah.
This is absolute
flies
bull.
back, everything, and wow.
No, you sold it like a mother. You're good at your job. You
Oh,
knew.
Damn.
Hello, welcome. It's HardLore time. How are you, Bo?
I'm all right.
Interesting. We'll get to the bottom of that in just a moment. Welcome, everyone, to the Sound and Fury 2024 official recap episode. Please welcome our very special guests, co-promoters of Sound and Fury, Martín Stewart and Madison Woodward.
Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome. I think, Martín, I think you're number one most appeared on the show.
I hope so.
There.
He's up. He's got to be like five.
I think Dan Seeley's still number one because of
Well, there was a mini
York. True,
last year,
true,
Monday,
true,
today.
true.
So that's 4.
All
You're
quality
getting-
stuff, too.
Yeah,
High
high
quality,
stuff. No
yeah.
minis.
Really
Banger.
good stuff.
Yeah, Madison, we'll get you up there. You got 2 in a week.
I'm on 3, bro.
3 in a week. Oh yeah, you got
Is
the HardLore.
HardLore first podcast experience for you? Or have you done other podcasts?
It's the first one that's filmed, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
First one to maybe make you feel bad.
Yeah.
Like it makes me feel bad.
Yeah, look
every
back.
week.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Look back in
You should feel good because you're doing great.
You're doing so
Thanks,
good.
dude.
Sound and Fury 2024. What a tremendous success it was, guys.
Appreciate that.
Best year of the fest so far, I would say.
It was my 3rd year in a row, and I guess since going outdoors, it was like 2 years ago was the first time.
Yeah,
Sure.
2022.
It's by far my favorite one.
Me too.
By far.
I feel like every year's, because of my perspective of it, it's like every year is my favorite year.
Yeah.
When it happens, kind of like when you put a new record out, it's your favorite, your band's new
We
record.
put everything we had in
Yeah,
the
yeah. So, but I will say that overall, I have heard that more this year than any other year.
100%.
Yeah,
You
so.
sound hoarse. You okay?
Well, karaoke Saturday night, right into Oasis cover band.
Let's start there.
Sunday night.
Oh, yeah, that's where you want to start?
Let's start with the end of the festival. The official after show Sunday night was Oasis, an American tribute to Oasis.
They're from the U.S.
Yeah. It was
Allegedly, because fake,
Accent fooled me.
dude, fake Liam was the most British guy I've ever heard speak.
yeah, that was legitimately the coolest thing that
Oh,
happened.
did he speak with an accent?
Oh
Yeah, he
Oh,
was doing
that's
like
awesome.
stage banter in a British
The
accent.
presentation was genuinely unbelievable.
That's
Like
fantastic.
the fact that there's some people that didn't go see that blows my mind.
I mean, I went. I don't go.
Yeah,
to
seeing Colin Young at a bar at 1 a.m. was one of the most jarring experiences for me.
genuine first for 32 years of my life. Never done that. Great Diet Coke at Zebulon.
And it was exactly what you would expect too, like
100%.
majority hardcore kids watching Oasis. So everyone's like up front,
I was front row.
nice.
singing every word like as loud as they could.
Front row.
Thing,
Did they seem
pointing.
like psyched on it?
Oh yeah.
On the response, do you think?
Best show.
I don't. I would assume that they're talking about it right now. Like
Beautiful.
Like, yo,
Remember?
last night was fucking insane.
Yeah, like crazy. Like
I
they might be
thought about
bummed
diving.
the next show they play because it's not gonna.
That guy with the mullet levitated during
He
that
literally,
burlesque.
they played Acquiesce and he just started floating.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I mean, they crushed it, and it was just the vibe was insane. Like everyone had so much fun. It was so cool. As soon as they were done, just like looking in at all of our peers' faces, and everyone's just saying, "That was insane." Like that was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I regret.
It felt like a victory lap. for you two.
Yeah.
And Riley being there.
I
too
mean-
was really fun. The unspoken third, 33% of Sound and Fury.
Yeah, we keep him in the dungeon.
We just bring him out for
He's
a
not
wayside.
allowed in public space.
He's very big. It's a big dungeon.
Yeah.
Let's go back in time. Much like a band.
Well, hold on.
don't
Before we
want-
do that, what's going on with you?
Well, Colin, you want to bring this up now? I guess we can. We can address it. Some footage has come to light that I'd like
What is this?
everyone to review. I was injured over the weekend. During the Harm's Way set, Colin took some liberties.
Oh, I heard you kicked him or
is
something.
not
I
true.
saw some
He kicked
chatter.
me
I saw
square
some
in the.
chatter
I would like
online.
you to witness.
It's a lie.
Oh wow! Hold on, I have it in slow motion for you.
Is this multi-angle?
This is false.
I'll bring it over there for you guys to review.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
false.
wow.
That was a kick.
The foot
Yeah.
went
What is it?
above the head. No, listen. There's no contact made. I was just showing him I could.
Wait, was it threatening on purpose? Like you
No,
were
I knew.
trying
I
to-
saw his head.
Oh,
No, I didn't get it.
yeah. Head,
is
head
absolute
flies
bullshit.
back, everything, and
Nuts.
then
No,
you stare him
he sold
down.
it.
You
He's-
Rob Van Damned him, dude.
Wow.
No, you sold it like a motherfucker. You're good at your job. You knew.
Bam, yeah.
No.
And then just turns around
Steven.
cold as ice.
Steven,
just walks away.
you're the only person who can disprove this. I want
Steven
that
sent me
footage.
another angle of his own. So don't
What
worry
time
about
did
it.
you wake
Steven
up and make
smashed his
that?
head so hard he can't.
Here's the thing.
He can't remember anything.
There's 50 people on stage that can prove this wrong. I would never kick you. I just wanted you to know that
You
your
could if
life
you
is in my
wanted to.
hands and my feet. Okay.
Steven is a head trauma brother of mine as of about 30 minutes ago. And he would.
We walked
he doesn't
in this
remember.
theater to set up for this shooting, and our videographer Steven
Beloved.
slammed his head so hard into a doorway that he literally made the Looney Tunes.
He turned into Bugs Bunny.
We all cried laughing for about 20 minutes.
If you watched the HardLore from Brain Dead, where we are right now, that came out last year, you'll remember Daryl's desk.
Daryl's desk killed Steven.
It killed him.
It was so, like, shockingly loud. I didn't even, I didn't even register that. I was like, no, that couldn't have been real.
He said,
That wasn't real, so I didn't start laughing right away.
but yeah, so that is the Young Pruder film.
Provably false.
It'll be in the episode. I'll obviously we'll take care of that.
It's not real.
I can't
So,
wait
ladies
to
and
get to
gentlemen,
the bottom
Young
of it.
Pruder film. Thank you. All right.
So there's going to be conspiracy about this for the rest of your life. Anyway, just like JFK. Still with us, by the way. Monday, well, a week ago today, we did Family Feud here. It was a tremendous success.
Well,
That was a lot of
I'm
fun.
sorry to I want to know when your guys' season begins.
Oh.
So when did you begin planning for Sound and Fury 2024?
I mean, like, really digging in.
Yeah.
I don't, like, for me personally, well, you too. I mean, we start talking about next year, like, before this weekend was even over.
Oh, wow.
So,
Man. So safe to say 2025 is already, you got...
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have things in my brain. I'm sure all three of us individually have different things in our brains already because we think drastically different about everything. So we all have
Things
our own
happen
version
through the
of
year,
stuff.
though, where you can't, like, predict what's going to pop.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I don't want to
torture.
jump
Yeah,
too
yeah.
far ahead, but torture playing, that
right,
kind of thing.
right.
But we'll get to that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so
So,
but nothing has been like put on paper or anything yet. But
So
we're-
Got some
2026.
ideas in our sleep.
20, yeah. That's I genuinely do think like that. Like I do think about like what can we do in 2026. You know, think ahead.
I mean,
but-
I don't know what you do now. I don't
Yeah.
look. Where do you go from here? I'm sure you'll figure it out. You
yeah,
always
just whatever feels
do. This
right. That's
layout was perfect.
I feel like that's why it works because we're just legitimately doing like you know what we like, you know, or what we think is going to be cool, and then just like go for it and hope that everyone vibes with it. And
Yeah. I walked around outside a lot just to see kind of like
Yeah.
how it felt and what was out there. And it was like, there's something for absolutely everybody.
everyone, yeah.
The lines weren't bad at anything. Other
Right,
than
so it was
maybe
the
merch.
brain dead shirts.
This was the brain dead merch.
It gets a little crazy.
too bad.
Yeah.
That wasn't
But I mean, it's like
Manageable.
just
It's gotten
inevitable.
better.
Yeah, it's inevitable. I think like a line is going to happen
Yeah,
in one
of
place
course.
or another, and if people waiting and they're happy to do that, that's fine. You know.
Yeah.
And the thing about this year's layout is that no matter where you were, you could see the bands.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Also doing doors 2 hours before the first
Yeah,
band,
that
so
was-
that people can.
That was imperative. Yeah,
That was a big
Believe it.
must.
Yeah.
We'll get to the fest logistics, I think.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, let's start. We obviously Monday's episode people have seen by now, so we don't need to go over it. But
Go back and check that out.
Yes.
Probably our best thing
Watch
ever.
Watch us dominate.
Okay.
We strip crush.
11th hour.
You dominated for about 50 seconds.
yeah, 50 seconds at the very end
It's crazy
of the
how
game.
good I was.
Yeah. Oh my God. You maybe blew it the single
was
hardest.
nuts.
There
This
was
is
a
awesome.
couple of times, dude, where I was like so frustrated that my answer wasn't correct. I crushed my sunglasses in my hand.
I
I don't
missed
know if
that.
anyone even noticed that.
I missed
but
that. I just saw crushed sunglasses. I was like, that's weird.
I was very upset.
Those look like Martin.
They were only $6 lokes, though, so
Okay,
it's
good,
fine. You know, but
So the rest of Sound of Fury week. Tuesday, Ian Fidance had a show.
yeah, that was very last minute also. So that was such a cool success because I went to that and had never been to anything like that before, and it was just like I was laughing my ass off. And Akil from End It did stand up. I don't know if it was very, very first time,
He's
but
funny, man. I don't think it is. He's a funny guy.
If anybody should be doing stand up.
yeah, you could tell he had some nerves going up there, but he just stepped right into it and just ripped it and had the place roaring, and then stayed on for the rest of the podcast and just was hilarious the entire time.
Yeah,
So that was awesome.
And was this was like, I know official Sound of Fury is kind of a silly thing to say, but this was like organized.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
Ian did most of the work, right? And then
But
we were
announced it, like,
promoters.
week of.
Yeah,
and it sold out. And so
and
it
it
was
ended
like,
up selling out.
incredible.
And it was at the Hollywood Improv, which I didn't know until getting there because this is my first time there. But it was like that's a legendary
yeah,
spot. You know,
sure.
They have like it's just wall to wall and photos of all the comedians that have been there, and it's like literally
everybody.
every comedian ever that's ever done anything. Yeah, so
It's awesome.
yeah, it turned out really cool.
And that I actually walked there from here because that same night we did the first sold out screening
yeah.
of Green Room.
Oh, right.
That's right.
Zed Cutsinger doing the Q&A for that night.
Love Zed.
Zed's the best. Yeah.
He has a podcast called So You Made a Thing.
Yeah.
It's really good. Check it out. I'm on there.
Me too.
We're on there.
Yeah, we're on there.
I haven't been on there. Zed.
Oh, let's
You
get
made some
Martine
stuff.
on
Zed
there.
banged
yeah.
my line.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't realize it's like 8 minutes away from here, so you got to just walk
cool.
here. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so that was so there was two things Tuesday and then Wednesday.
Oh well, no, the ingrown.
Oh yeah,
stuff on site,
ingrown.
also in
Jeez.
Ventura.
On site in-
That Cam.
or was that Simi?
Yeah, sorry,
Simi
Simi
Valley,
Valley. Yeah,
Simi
thank
Valley,
you. Yeah, at Rapid and Cam thankfully ran that one, but yeah, that one also like packed out. I think it was sold out.
Yeah,
yeah.
three things in one night.
Is this your busiest week out of any year?
Yeah, we
100%.
definitely did more things this year than we have
Yeah.
so far, and I think
I mean,
it's
it's
just because-
our biggest year.
Yeah.
Our busiest week of the
Yeah.
year. This is the end of the fiscal HardLore year.
Yeah, I mean, the more we do it every year, like the format that we're doing, the more comfortable we feel doing more stuff. So, and then everyone else, sees things happening and they're like, oh, well, we want to help and we can help put a show together. And then we just
Put
hop
the name
in
on
and
there.
help, promote it and everything. So, yeah, it just worked out great. It was
Hell
crazy.
yeah. Wednesday was Green Room with us. That was amazing.
That was my first time seeing the movie, and that was so sick. And then, yeah,
You loved it?
the Q&A went on. Yeah, the movie's incredible.
Yeah, it was fun.
I was always, I was always nervous to watch that movie because it's like so punk oriented, and I was afraid that it was gonna come off as cheesy. And then I finally saw it and realized that I was stupid the whole time, and I should have just shut up and watched it.
Well, Jeremy, the director's awesome.
He's so
very
cool.
Yeah, after being here for the Q&A, it's like, damn, why didn't I just
Really cool.
pay attention earlier?
I think
Yeah,
that'll be up next Thursday.
Oh, it's not up yet.
No. For us, that'll be next Thursday. If you're watching this, it's next Thursday.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really cool. And
That same night, End It.
and it played down the
Program.
yeah.
Cosmic Joke.
That was like,
Yep.
I wasn't there obviously, but I saw the videos and it looked wild. So
Sold out as well. Yeah, everything.
Beautiful.
I mean,
Every event
insane.
sold out, right?
Yeah, and this year especially, it's cool that like there's a lot of like different kind of like more diverse events, like the comedy and the movie screenings, and still like everybody's just down to
yeah, sometimes it can be a burnout if you just go show after show after show, especially if they're all kind of the same, and then have the festival right after. So doing all the other stuff feels important.
Yeah.
God, my voice.
It's
I'm
so
sorry. I was screaming Evanescence at the top of my lungs.
It was really
on
good.
Saturday night.
You were nailing it, though.
And I hopped on when you did Dragula.
Yeah,
I was
thank you for that.
background guy, so I was like really going hard.
And then
Yeah,
you
me
were
and my
hitting
girl did
Champagne Supernova. Like a motherfucker.
So,
Hope it was worth it, Mark.
yeah. Oh God, I would do it all over again right now. Yeah. No, I wouldn't. That's insane.
No, that wouldn't be
Yes,
good.
I would.
Thursday was Triple B show.
Yeah. 1720. That was Triple B showcase. So he Triple B showcased a bunch of his
Showcased some
bands.
things.
Yeah. And
Nice.
It
Sold
was-
out.
Sold out. Yeah,
yeah,
let's officially say it.
Day
Sold out.
of,
Day of,
and
yeah.
then it was just bananas. It was
Of course.
wild, hot, sweaty. Exactly what you would think a Mind Force show in LA would end up.
Mind Force has to be represented in some way everywhere in America.
It's so
Yeah,
While
crazy.
hardcore is happening.
They're
Absolutely
like
crushed.
from being on tour as much as I wind up being, I see them in the most random places. It's like we just play a show here and there, and they just fly in and play like one show and then just go home and go back to being
They
regular.
will fuck up Lawrence, Kansas tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it will be the best show the city's ever seen.
They have to be like the most one of a kind.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know any other band that does it.
Does it and
It's
sounds
crazy.
so good. And is that tight.
Yeah, it's really cool. So, yeah, that was, what was that, Wednesday?
Thursday.
That was Thursday.
That was Thursday.
Fury played that one.
Fury
too.
played.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Papa got to
I'm kind of
play.
like I'm a little out of practice. I think. Oh, the festival's just grown so much that like I like kind of didn't think about performing that much. And then when we were playing, I like started playing the wrong song.
Oh, perfect.
And my band
Amateur hour.
loved that. Yeah, they were super into it. So it was pretty cool. And then they just kept going. You know, they just kind of all looked at me and they're like, fuck you. And then they just like played the.
Oh, they played
with
the
me.
one that you
Yeah,
started?
Oh, sick.
Wow.
That's
Really
They- are they-
professionalism
yeah.
right
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
the band.
No, they're not so bad. Come on.
Are they still mad at you about that? Or
We cleared it up quick. Yeah, we cleared it up quick.
Damn.
shot a
Cleared it
fair
up.
one and now it's cool.
Yeah, they had a walked out to the alley behind the
You and
1720
Danny
afterwards.
squared it up outside. That's awesome. Yeah, the clips look incredible.
Yeah, it was
great
a great
gig.
Yeah.
Friday was the Speed God Save gig.
but also
what
Thursday,
else
my
Thursday?
bad. Yeah.
Oh, Marble.
Chat-
Chat Pile.
Yeah, Chat Pile, Marble Die, Luster at Lodge, and
I love the Lodge Room.
incredible. Yeah,
I love
have
it
you
too.
had the whip
closest
feta?
venue to my own
Excuse
house.
me?
Have you had the whip feta there?
No.
Oh shit!
brother.
With the, it's got like olive oil in it and
Yeah,
everything.
pomegranates.
Dude, that's some of my favorite.
Yeah, the food.
Yeah.
Checker Hall.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Checker.
one that's upstairs next
Yeah,
to
next
it?
door, yeah,
I've
yeah.
never
Yeah,
been
it's-
in there.
Oh, we should go right now. It's awesome.
I'm
dude.
down.
Yeah, Lodge Room.
It's incredible. Yeah. Let's call this.
Lodge Room is one of my favorite venues in all of
I love it
the
there.
world. Yeah, it's beautiful too. First Masonic temple that was built in Los Angeles.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now you
that's why the
can
black and white floor.
now you can piss all over the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone does.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked at have you been there?
I don't think.
If you go there or anyone listening goes there, pay attention to the paintings that are on the wall and then like all the crazy, there's like pentagrams all over the ceiling.
Awesome.
Oh.
Like paintings of ancient Egypt.
Where was
It's wild.
where was Cosmic Joke last year?
That was at Genghis, right?
Genghis
here.
Cone.
Cone.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Genghis
right.
Cone,
That's
yeah.
the
right.
great,
yeah.
the best Chinese restaurant in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I have
by
to
far.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
yeah. Everyone should go there.
Queen's chicken.
Oh
or
my
tofu.
God,
Queen's
the
chicken
Queen's
is
chicken,
the
dude.
move,
The
yeah.
steamed dumpling is like so growing up in Connecticut and moving here and like losing that
Like
ba-
no
basically.
good Chinese food. Yeah.
And then so finding that was like straight up finding Genghis Khan made me emotional.
Yeah.
Dude, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
I don't think you've heard yet. They started doing Queen's chicken wings.
Shut the fuck up.
Bro, I swear.
What are we doing sitting here?
Yeah.
Can we Uber Eats
Okay, so
those
yeah,
over
so
here
we're
right
doing whipped
now?
feta, and then we're
Rip
gonna
feta
hit the
into
wings.
some
Yeah.
wings.
Yeah.
Geographically insane.
Celebrate this weekend.
Starving.
And then, so Friday there was a double show.
Oh yeah, next door.
That
Like
was-
a fest into a fest.
Yeah, the way that was able to happen, I don't know, it
Seems
was
once in a
crazy to
lifetime.
me. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Mayan, like it just booking a show at the Mayan Theater to me felt crazy, just because it's like, I don't know, it just felt so out of reach. But
Yeah, the only thing I really know about the mine is that like Morrissey goes to watch wrestling there or something like
What?
that.
What?
That's like it. That's all
I didn't
know.
even know they did
More than
wrestling.
once?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's that thing called Viva
Oh, Lucha something.
Lucha Vavum. There you go.
Yeah,
Oh,
Lucha
Lucha.
Vavum.
So
Yeah.
Morrissey fucks with Lucha Vavum.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
It's
It does.
like
He's not a
burlesque
fan.
as well,
He's just
right, or
like, oh,
something?
he likes the pageantry. You know.
Yeah.
like to go.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he brings like his friends there.
But the Mayan is insane.
But yeah, I mean that venue's incredible.
Yeah, it looks like you walked into like before you get on a ride at Disneyland and they like make the
Indiana
line
Jones
look
line.
really like
Yeah,
that.
that's
It's
actually-
like it's crazy. And there's another theater called the Aztec Theater in like Texas, designed by the same guy. So it's just like the Aztec version of the Mayan. Yeah. It's
Oh,
Full of
great.
Hell Nothing was there,
insane.
which they played their whole record
Yeah.
together. Who
And
knows if that ever happens again?
Yeah.
Dude,
I
the
know.
plus the projection, like the
Yeah,
the
oh my
crazy.
gosh.
Really
There's like
cool.
straight up people.
like a
I mean,
drug trip.
there's literally people crying. It was
Yeah.
insane. Yeah,
And
9/11. I mean, I never forgot.
yeah, yeah.
and what? T.A.G.A.B.O.W.
Yeah,
AKA
T.A.G.A.B.O.W.
They are
crushed.
gutting a body of water and
Terracell unit.
and Terrace. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
Heard that? Yeah, I just heard that.
We were next door. God's
Yeah.
Hate Speed, Demonstration of Power, Initiate,
Scotland, yeah.
Foreign Hands
Yes.
next door.
No Way Out.
No Way Out.
As
Yeah.
well.
No Way Out
That's
too.
right.
Yeah, No Way Out Super Show.
LA
Yeah.
natives.
Insane.
Yes.
Foreign Hands opened. That was my first time ever like really being dialed in watching them. That's a sick band.
Yeah, it's like
I think it's the best version of that kind of metal.
Oh,
right.
interesting.
Yeah, I was when I watched it, I was like, wow, this is like Poison the Well in 2003 or something.
Drummers of fucking Animal.
Yeah.
They were locked in.
Yeah, very
New records
very
out,
much.
killing.
Yeah.
Initiate. New records out, killing.
Yeah, damn. A lot of new records out.
A lot of new records out. No Way Out.
Good.
Brand new band
Yeah.
from LA. Named after an Internal Affairs song.
Yep.
So I'm gonna like it.
It's crazy, all these new records, but then God's Hate. Just,
Shut the hell up. Give me some time. All right?
I just had to throw that in for Brody.
Demonstration of Power are Glasgow.
Glasgow.
Yeah. They're awesome.
The hardest people to understand that I've ever encountered.
It's a different.
Yeah.
It is.
But
It
then-
is the most.
Yeah.
It's an ancient language.
When that
so.
man
They're-
starts moshing on stage,
It's the crazy.
you
It's
understand
like
everything.
Universal
It's like
language.
universal language.
he studied the guerrilla warfare video fanzine videos and just like emulated it. It's perfect.
We got a
Just
style.
He just like me for real.
Yeah.
Did a great Death Threat cover too.
Yes.
that
Yeah.
people
Open
knew.
with that at the fest.
That
That
was
was
sick.
amazing.
They were like my. I met them from going on tour in Europe, and most of them I think are in Despise as well.
Oh, cool.
okay.
Yeah, and so it's
The
just-
whole Glasgow thing right now with
It's
like Northern
insane.
Unrest is
Yeah.
like truly what they've carved out for themselves.
It's beautiful.
Is truly beautiful.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
the best example of hardcore.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
just
just
do it.
doing it,
Just do it.
no matter what. Who
Yeah.
gives a shit?
I-
Like,
if they built it and it came.
yeah,
Straight up.
yeah, that's great.
Nice.
Yeah,
And then God's Hate.
Yeah.
You guys
God's
went
Hate
all
went
out.
Pure spectacle.
I love
Man.
it.
Yeah.
That was cool.
it was beautiful. I was emotional.
That was the best I've ever played.
yeah.
Played real good. Everybody sounded real good.
Slow.
That was the hottest I've ever been on a stage in my
Yeah,
life.
yeah. You
You look good though.
It's all that matters.
Yeah, Shy made you some nice armor. Shy
Yes, I
Snyder.
had some armor.
The,
I was
the
living
air
out
tool.
some fantasies on stage that I can't do in any other.
Yeah, I'm
setting.
glad that we can provide that out.
Yeah, yes.
It's an honor for me personally.
Alec was wearing plates.
Plates,
Steel
weighted plates.
plates.
I told him
Yeah.
to take the weights out.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do it,
He
just in
wouldn't do
case somebody asked, "Hey man, are there weighted plates in that?"
You look like he was
50
in,
pounds,
Heat.
I think.
He was in heat.
Yeah, it looked like-
it was 50, 40, 50.
Insane. Yeah.
Playing Smash Your Enemies with Sean.
That was awesome.
That
That
was
was-
dream come true.
Very.
That was special, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, for me,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Just
yeah.
talking about it was like, yeah, that'll be sick.
Yeah.
And then doing it at practice was like,
Wow. Yeah, it felt great. Yeah, it's like
I can say personally that when the I gotta fight back, like during that part, I dove onto our friend Ty, fully like on his stomach, my ass, just like, Puh! And then right after that is the pit part, and I was in a very scary.
and then you just got
like, oh, I'm here now.
And it was I literally probably I don't know how I came out unscathed, but I've never swung.
So I don't.
that
There's
hard.
a possibility I didn't do that.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, my perfect, beautiful head was perfect and beautiful until yesterday.
I'll give you $40 cash to take that bandage off.
I just can't do it. My doctor.
I got 40.
He
bucks.
I got
advised-
checked out.
Yeah, he
It
advised
was just
against
really
it.
Not advisable. But yeah, that was really good.
There's nothing under that. I didn't do it.
I
Great gig, speed record release.
ducked. Darby flew over me.
Oh, yeah,
In the
man.
video, you can see me go, and he goes. Shoo.
huge pop for that one.
And that was real.
I
Darby
was in
was
front of,
He tried to attack.
Darby tried to attack
Brody.
him. That was real.
Yeah.
It was 100% real.
and we weren't letting that happen. I was in front of your amp,
Yeah.
and I heard people cheering over it.
Yeah.
You know, face to
very
face
loud.
with the amp, and I
Loud
heard,
pop.
yeah.
Darby went straight down to the ground, got pinned 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Tried to attack Brody. It'll never work.
Clean, pinned in the middle of the pit.
No. The homie Johnny Christ was on stage.
Really?
Yeah, it made me play better just because he knows Brooks, you know? Mac, you know what I'm saying. He knows Brooks, so it made me play better. Johnny Christ, not Johnny Christ.
Johnny Christ.
Yeah.
Wait, is Mac in the crowd?
Yeah, he's
I can't see. We have one crowd.
Yeah, we have
member.
a huge
Shout
crowd
out
here
Brooks
tonight.
Wackerman.
Yeah.
Big shout out. God.
And then
Anyway.
speed.
Yeah,
Speed record release.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Is there a band that has had a record release in another hemisphere from where they're from that was bigger than that ever
I don't
in the hardcore
Not that
realm?
I have ever seen. That was magic, man. It was beautiful.
And Jem said on stage, their kind of like their meteoric rise started with Sound and Fury 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
1,000%.
Pretty
Yeah,
special.
They just had that. I mean, they just brought it.
Yeah.
It's all, yeah, they just did what they do, and people. It just allowed a lot of people to see it all at once, especially because there was so much video content.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's undeniable. So it's not like, they don't. I feel like some people might think like maybe it's not deserved or something, like, oh, it just came out of nowhere. It's like, no, they're just pretty badass.
Authenticity
Yeah.
is everything.
Yeah.
It's going to work every time.
Right.
Whether or not it works right away,
Right.
maybe not. But for Speed, it was right time, right
Yeah,
place,
yeah,
right people,
absolutely.
right tunes, right vibe,
Right attitude.
right the best attitude.
Best
Yeah.
attitude. That's
Best
like
guys.
the best. Oh man, yeah.
Because I remember when Blacklisted did record release in East Coast, Chicago, West Coast. It must
And
have
even
been.
that was
yeah,
I went to that.
and
gig.
that was like, holy
Like,
shit.
whoa,
You
yeah.
can do that? And that was how long ago, So I can't fathom that would be like what God's Hate doing a record release in London.
You know what?
Never seen that.
2028?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get 2020 in London.
See you there. Give me a minute. Then that brings us to Saturday.
Saturday, day one.
Let's get there.
So many things went right with
Yes.
the layout, the design, the planning of this year.
Yeah.
Truly, I've told you personally, Martin, that I think the tiny stage, which you said you got from Eber?
I mean, I've no. Oh, the front of the.
yeah,
Yeah, the little deck. Yeah, I saw that at Eberfest, which is in Belgium for anyone who doesn't know. Man, because that festival's old.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, so this was like one of my first times touring in Europe and in the summer, and went to a summer festival. And then they were the first ones that I ever saw do that. Yeah, and it just kind of clicked. Like
I'm curious what the moshers think of it. Moshers, let us know what you think.
Well, it worked 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It worked last year.
Yeah, it's been killing.
I loved it this year.
yeah.
And now
They got me this year down there. They buried me.
I can tell you though, having just come from Europe, that it's everywhere.
Yeah,
It's everywhere.
yeah, it's not, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And then also
It's
this
just-
year for guests and other bands and stuff, you had the middle platform to watch.
The
Yeah.
skillet.
Yeah.
Which I will full disclosure. Yeah, the skillet. We were sizzling.
We were like,
Yeah.
we got to
Next
stand on the
time it
griddle
will
for the
be-
next band.
Next time it'll be
We'll have a-
shaded.
Yeah, we'll have a 10. We'll have a 10 on there.
Full disclosure, Cosmic Joke started and I was on it and I was like, I don't know if I like this thing. And then by the end of it, it was I love
Yeah,
that.
it's
It's
perfect.
perfect.
Wrong again. That's crazy.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
kinda
I
wrong.
was fully.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
He stays wrong. Take that bandage off. motherfucker.
I can't. My doctor, Taylor.
$40.
Dr. Taylor.
Come on, man.
But yeah, I loved it too, and it can be crazy. You know, we all know how it is within the hardcore world. It's like everyone enjoys being on stage and supporting the homies and stuff, and sometimes you just can't accommodate for that, or so we're just doing our best to figure out how to accommodate everybody.
You did it.
It was
And that worked out really well. A lot less complaints because a lot of homies complain about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And when the homie can't get on the stage, it's like you would think that
World War VI,
nuclear
dude.
war is about
Yeah.
to happen. Yeah, it's like, what? It's like, go watch from the front where it sounds better anyway.
really does.
You know? Yeah.
It does. It's
So-
never. You know what it is? I like watching you play or I like watching how Taylor like solves a problem
Yeah.
when something happens. Like I like witnessing that stuff
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
moment. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
nerd shit, but
I don't like to be seen watching a band.
it's not about that.
Because that
Yeah.
makes me feel embarrassed.
Yeah, and I
Except
get
for
it too.
when
I don't want anyone thinking I'm like, oh, I don't do that. It's like, yeah, I stay
Except
on
for when you
stage too and
kicked me
everything. But
square in the forehead.
That didn't happen.
But also, the AstroTurf, as someone mentioned earlier, the AstroTurf on the grounds to minimize the dust.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
Outstanding.
genius.
Outstanding.
yeah.
I only had one black booger the whole
No.
the whole
Oh.
weekend.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
single one.
Yeah, it
Amazing.
was a lot better.
And no
It's,
joke,
yeah.
after the one 2 years ago, I was sick.
Me too.
I was coughing
I got
up. Strep?
strep. Yeah.
So,
Oh,
so did
nice,
I.
nice.
I also got it on this last tour I did. The first show was at Daytona Speedway.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One of the Danny
Rockville.
yeah,
Yeah.
day one of tour strep throat.
You
because
never
of-
know, guys. It could happen tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
It
true.
could just be lingering yet. To
I
come.
feel better today than I
sound
did
better.
yesterday. I just feel that voice better. I've been smoking since I was 6.
Cosmic joke.
Cosmic joke. opened
Cosmic
the fest.
joke.
Cosmic joke.
Kicked it off, you know. And
Now,
those,
and may I say, thanks for having him on.
yes.
That's my best friends.
Are you like manager too or something? Or,
in a way?
yeah.
In a way,
Many
they
hats.
managed me. You know, I managed them. You know, we managed to piss each other off.
The
sometimes.
label heads.
Well, but you know, I put the
Yeah.
record out. We love them. Meant a lot to have them on. I know that was all of their first time playing Sound and Fury. It was like the band's entire goal when starting, right, Mac? Yep.
Thumbs up.
Whole goal was just, hey, maybe play Sound and Fury one day, and to do that and then have what I would call the best opening set in the
Yeah.
fest history, pretty unbelievable.
Two things that I just want to say really quick.
Please.
Yeah. It was so cool to see a band play an Agent Orange song and like hundreds of young people know. It shocked me. It's like I didn't know that younger people
Shocked
would be
the
like,
band.
oh,
Their
yeah,
pedal
no,
boards
listen,
were in
I
the front.
listen to Agent Orange. Like that's shit that I listened to when I was 13 or something.
Yeah.
You know, so that was awesome. And then also just that like for some reason there's like a stigma or some people attach a stigma to playing first. Like opening band, like you open the show and stuff. It's
Nobody's
like,
too
it's
cool
like-
to open.
and it's important. Someone has to do it, you know.
Yes.
And like, I don't know, it worked. That was what better band. Like, I don't know, it just worked out perfectly, and I'm just like, you know,
I think you set them up for the utmost success with 2 hours after doors.
Yeah.
People are just dying to fucking hear.
yeah, it was great. Yeah, everyone
perfect.
bought their merch already, put them in the locker,
Exactly.
put it in the lockers and
Exactly.
stuff, and they're like, all right, now let's go.
Opening fest lately has been appearing as more of like a place of prominence. It's like, no, you want to be early for this band.
Right,
You know,
right.
and I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick. Yeah, Morgan hit a really cool save.
Dude,
with
during
that
the
solo.
solo, because they all their pedal boards were up front, and the stage got like
It just got
Rampaged.
mobbed.
So he unplugged from the pedal board, went straight to his amp, and it was like
on the solo.
Yeah, just-
yeah, like it was perfect.
That's
amazing.
that's perfect.
He made OC proud on that one
Hell
for
yeah,
sure.
Straight
Yeah.
up.
I can respect OC for that.
Thank you.
Can't always do that.
Yeah,
but for
finally.
that, finally.
We'll go alphabetical now. How's
Okay.
that sound? We got Anxious up next.
Yeah.
Tell me about putting Anxious on Sound and Fury.
What do you?
I mean, I just think it like was a must. You know, I don't mean to like lump that whole package together.
But they're on.
But it's a package.
yeah,
it seems
you
like
know,
an
but,
eternal
yeah, so-
package of Anxious
Yeah,
One
I
Step
mean,
Closer. Koyo.
one step close.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, obviously, like we saw them like doing that tour earlier this year, and I was like, I would love to have all three bands play. And so it just made sense. And thankfully, like they were down to, kind of run it back and reroute it around the festival. And
Was that what it was? It was for just getting there?
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
sure.
cool because like that doesn't happen a lot anymore. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everyone is just kind of accustomed at this point, like just fly here, fly
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And I remember back in
There's no mission quests to Metal Fest.
back in the
Right.
OG Sound and Fury days. I mean, I wasn't booking or anything, but I was always with Riley and helping any way that I could. And they would just like, I mean, this has been said before, but yeah, it was crazy. It's just like call up a homie. You guys want to play? Yeah, okay, and that's it. And then it's up to them fully to figure out how they were going to get there.
People would
And
try.
everyone would just start booking tours, and bands would click up that were coming from somewhere and all making
The
it out.
foundation Backtrack Harm's Way thing was just to get to Rainfest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those things don't happen as much anymore. Yeah,
No.
so that's cool.
Which
that
is
they happen.
probably not great.
a
But
shame.
then you have Flyover Fest and like all these
Right.
fests that are happening in smaller markets
Yeah.
that you wouldn't expect. It's
Yeah, for sure.
different.
But I should say the Anxious set absolutely
Oh, it was,
crushed. It was
crushed.
insane.
The whole package did, really. All three.
Yeah. It was insane.
It was awesome.
I don't want to like. I hope it doesn't end up sounding like redundant or something. But I swear, I feel like every band we're going to talk about, we're going to be like, their set crushed.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Because it really
Some
right?
were crazier than others, obviously.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, I think it's a compliment. Like, it's probably the highest compliment that most of the bands came up to Martin or myself, and they said that was the best set I've ever played.
Ever, yeah.
And that's all I want.
Yeah.
We want to hear, because
The craziest thing is, like, there's no way everybody there likes all of these bands.
Right.
It's impossible. Of course.
just like statistically
Nobody
impossible.
can like everything, and there's so many different sounds happening at this.
Yeah.
So the fact that many people can be there and a large percentage of those people can agree, like,
This is great.
we're gonna go off for this, is unbelievable. That just shows like the package that you guys put together worked. It's impressive. Clique was next, is alphabetically.
Alphabetical.
Newest Closed Casket signing.
Yeah.
Congrats to them.
Yeah.
Sick band.
That's a good fit.
The homie TUI.
The homie OG
Benji.
TUI.
OG TUI, yeah. Like I remember, the first
Ben.
time I ever
Benji.
Ben.
yeah.
First time we ever played shows together. He was in the band back then, so
Oh wow.
and he the homie TUI.
Yeah, there's. I recognize every single member of that band.
Yeah,
The whole
yeah.
Bay Area OG.
Up.
Both. A lot of California.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy for them. Set went off.
Yeah.
Insane.
What?
For sure.
Who did they have with them at the beginning? They had
Yeah,
like
they had,
some
like,
organization giving like a beautiful speech.
Spoken word.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was someone.
Yeah, it was
Not in
It was
amazing.
like
band.
two people.
Oh,
and
okay.
It was like super, I think, powerful.
It was beautiful.
It was. Yeah, it was.
Probably have video
I'm
of it.
sure
right?
Steven's got that.
Yeah.
Steven,
Thank you, Steven.
thank you.
Steven.
Insert it there.
From the CD range of a worldwide clique! From the CD range of a worldwide clique!
Oh yeah, that was awesome. Welcome to Closed Casket. Click. Great set.
Yeah,
Demonstration of Power would be next after Cosmic
Man,
Joke.
that was my
Lit as hell.
one of my favorite things.
You
They
open
are-
with Death Threat. I'm gonna find my way wherever you're going.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, because they played it like second to last
Yeah,
at the kickoff show, and then just straight up ripped it right off the bat. Like,
Yeah.
at
I
the
hope
fest.
that's where we are culturally. That's
Yeah.
what Death Threat is to.
And
Yeah.
it's not Dead at Birth.
It's not
another
Dead at Birth.
song.
What are you saying?
Disgrace.
Something is wrong with covering Dead at Birth?
Absolutely not.
No.
As I risked life and limb when I saw you do that. That's true. But I like that a deeper cut.
Yeah,
You know.
and like, I mean, I guess some people could see the lyrics of that song as a little bit like elementary, I guess, like it's just kind of like, you know what I mean? It's like so standard, like hardcore.
Well, because you think
You know?
hardcore meme, it's like my friends are my brothers.
Yes,
Yeah, sure.
But then you
it's
hear him
like-
say that in that song, you're like,
you're
yo,
like,
my friends
oh
are
yeah,
literally-
well, yeah, he's fucking right. Yeah,
My friends
so
are my brothers.
I
It's
always
crazy.
think about that. Like, if you in the moment when the song's being played, it's like these are the most deep, profound lyrics I've ever heard in my life. But if you like just say them out loud, you're like
anything
"Fuck."
anything in hardcore out of context, fucking
Yeah,
sucks.
it's funny.
But
It
there
could be
are
fun.
layers to we don't know who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
What a track!
it's awesome. It's incredible.
It's the best record.
That's
of all
like
time.
so.
Best-
I was kind of busy doing something when DOP started, and I heard that they were like that death threat was being played right away, so I legitimately ran
Silence.
to the stage. I was
I'm
just
on
like,
the way.
hold on, man. I
Push.
took off running and just went up there and was just
You
It
know
was
it's good too
incredible.
when the skillet was bumping.
Skillet
Yeah,
was,
skillet was
was
bumping, yeah.
packed.
I love the skillet.
We were grilling up there.
Yeah,
dude. It was beautiful.
Dude. I mean, that's how I got this. I'm tanned right now. I feel great.
Oh,
Yeah, same.
I probably
Yeah.
look red as fuck.
I think
just
I
look,
gotta
you're
have
Italian,
even a
you're
little
Italian.
bit of a sunburn.
good,
on my
dude. You
nose.
look good.
Why don't you show me under that bandage? I want to see what
No,
you
that's all purple and it's disgusting. You don't
Yeah, that's
I
gross.
didn't do it.
gotta let this go.
So yeah, they crushed it. Obviously, man, 3
Scotland.
guitar players too. Just sounded incredible. Like I was so focused on the riffing happening. Like they're crazy. Like some of the stuff, I'm just like, how do you even write a song that sounds that way?
Scotland.
They're crazy.
How
So
do
I
you-
hope
something
how
going
do
on
you
over
talk
there.
that?
Yeah,
You
you
know,
talk
they
that way,
figured
but
it
yeah,
out.
that was I was looking forward to them playing so fucking much. So
they
I was
did
like
great.
really happy about that one. Yeah,
Madison, Diztort is next. Is this their last show?
the homies.
This is their last show. Yeah, and
It
you
was.
know,
It happened already.
yeah, I was gonna say. Do you know this already?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tell me, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. To comment on the last week, the game when I couldn't think of really something that would get me out of retirement, mosh retirement.
Mosh retirement.
Yeah, Distort final mosh. I had to step.
You hit it.
I had to.
They got you.
Yeah.
Madison Woodward hit the pit for Diztort.
Are you still hurting?
Yes. Yeah. I fucking did it for like fucking I don't know 20 seconds. And I threw out my shoulder and I was like, dude, what happened, dude?
Yeah, respect to anyone who comes to a festival and just moshes their
Oh,
ass
dude.
off for like
You know, we
10
cannot
hours.
stress enough that, like, nothing fucking matters other than you people that come to the fest
Yeah.
and mosh.
Oh,
It's
100%, dude.
Like
We need you.
fucking salute.
You hardcore
You
is
are-
you.
yeah.
We're not shit.
Yeah.
Please, God, keep moshing.
Dude, when
Yeah.
I would like walk around getting food or heavy water or something and go back and you see people with like a white shirt that's like beige from just being in the pit the whole fucking day.
Yeah,
It's
just
just like, dude,
sweating their
thank
asses
you,
off.
dude,
So,
so much.
yeah,
So sick.
amazing. Yeah, yeah. Distort set went off.
Distort, last show.
It's a
RIP.
wrap.
R.I.P.,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they got their reunion show probably booked already for
Yeah, we're gonna do that next year.
JK.
Cool. I mean, best show ever being your last show. Probably pretty much. That's how
What
you
a-
want
what
it.
a way
Well,
to
they
go-
kind of
to
went
go
off on
out.
top, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sick record.
Yeah. Cool. Some
Most
of the coolest
popular they've
artwork.
ever been. Yeah, great artwork.
And I just want to comment on how sick they look on stage because it's like these like little guys, like little band members, and then just this monster
Viking. Trent
Yeah.
the Viking, bro.
It's
Yeah.
just such a cool dynamic that they have on stage. It's
Yeah,
it's
he's a
little
legend, dude.
Interesting. Yeah.
I mean, they all are.
Yeah.
We Fury toured with them.
Oh,
Did like a full US and played like I can't even tell you how many shows with them. So I just had to pay respect.
Had to pay respect.
You
I
know.
get it. I've been there.
Diztort.
Diztort, Drug Church,
Wow.
next band alphabetical.
What happened? dude?
Right?
That
Oh
was
my God.
insane.
I've got to put some people. Drug Church, what an incredible set.
What an
Dude, what
incredible set.
happened, man? That was insane.
Band always sounds unbelievable.
Yeah.
Mostly because A, they're so pro and dialed in. B, because
Definitely dialed
Alex
in.
Salter does their sound and he's the best.
Yeah.
Tell me about putting Drug Church on.
Felt like kind of one of those no-brainer things where it's just like
Yeah.
it's so it's like it just makes so much sense. You know, you're just like
Yeah,
I'll
they had
play
like
again.
that newer record that came out.
Newer record,
and,
yeah, it's like-
they didn't, we didn't have them last year, unfortunately. So it just felt like right
Yeah,
to
it was
run
the
it
right
back.
time.
Yeah,
And they always, like you said, it's like they're gonna rip
They're
it.
going to sound
Yeah,
insane.
yeah. Sound good.
And the
Put
Put
reaction
on
will
a
be
good,
great.
it's gonna be a great experience. Yeah.
and
so,
Pat's been playing Sound Fury,
Yeah,
since
for
I
a
was
long
going as a
time.
kid.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
so he's
End
a,
of the year, had played, third one?
they got a shout out.
Yeah, who
was
which
it?
was
Yeah.
blew my mind.
who was
off.
it that shouted?
Half Heart.
Have Heart.
Oh, it's half.
Yeah,
Heart,
yeah.
that's right,
Little band called.
yeah.
Pat and Ian had a crazy move. Did you see that video?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Ian, military gun Ian, went and like grabbed Pat from behind by like the waist, and then Pat almost like bulldogged him into the. Like,
Oh, yeah,
off
he
the
did.
stage
Boy,
into
he
the
literally
crowd. Oh my
bulldogged
God,
him.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Besties.
It was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's there's a Drug Church interview with just me and Pat that is essentially the pilot of HardLore.
Right.
Like that interview existing is why they were like, oh, okay, we should give you an interview show. So
Wow.
pretty cool. So thanks,
Yeah.
Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
Respect.
Great set. What do we got? End It up next.
Yeah.
That was
So-
good.
Yeah, it's really cool. I was just on tour with them, for about a month more, maybe 5 weeks or something like that. And so getting to know them, then tour ended, everyone went home, and then they just basically came back here again, and it was just like awesome to have this nice reunion right away. And then they played, and it was incredible.
Just playing
Another
the
one.
Palladium a
Another-
few weeks ago,
Yeah.
and then crushing Sound and Fury is very impressive.
Yeah.
So
It was very
sick.
impressive,
Yeah.
and the set was just awesome. And there's like so many cool videos already that I've seen of them playing, and it was it's just
There was a small tragedy with the silver lining where Anchit had his Pelican and amp and
Yeah.
pedalboard stolen.
Dude.
I think there's information
Really?
coming
Yeah.
through that he might. Something's going on
Excellent.
with it.
Yeah.
Like
There's a
someone
lead.
hit up someone
There's
and was
a
like,
lead.
"Hey, yeah, like a lead."
Holy shit.
Yeah, so
They got
I
us
don't
working
know.
in shifts.
I don't want to like prematurely say anything, but it's still being
That's
figured
awesome.
out.
Yeah, how did you...
So I used the same thing. I used that quad cortex, and originally he was just gonna download his amp into my thing, and then he just has his amp.
Yeah.
But we weren't able to do that. He never uploaded his.
Perfect.
But he just made a preset on my amp and then just had his amp.
Well,
What
okay.
a world.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah,
crazy
pretty-
way to
pretty
think, oh,
crazy.
my amp wasn't uploaded onto the cloud.
Yep.
It's insane.
Hey, I may knock it, but that being able to be a possibility. Pretty,
Oh yeah, I
pretty
mean,
unbelievable.
I
Yeah.
use what do you call them? I don't know. I'm not going to talk
Mod,
about
amp
fucking
mod,
gear
Modeler,
stuff.
yeah.
analog, digital mod.
Yeah. Moving on.
Mod.
But yeah, ended set was awesome.
And
Great-
it represented
Crazy
it's-
group of guys.
Yeah, and like it's just cool when a Baltimore band is out there
I
doing.
think
shit.
whenever their LP happens,
Yeah, it hasn't. It's
it
kind
will
of
be
crazy.
a
that it
monumental
hasn't.
shift.
It's gonna be psycho.
Yeah. Good for
They-
them. Awesome.
I feel like I heard a lot of people say that was like the set of the weekend.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, cool.
So respect to them.
Huge.
Akil knows how to rev
He's a
up the
showman.
crowd. He was
Please.
saying, "Oh man, he was on one. He was saying some funny ass shit."
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
Akil, you're a genius.
yeah, absolutely.
Simply
He
put.
knows. He knows.
Alphabetically, we got Fiddlehead up next.
headliners.
Headliners
Yeah.
day one, dude.
Closed out night
The
one.
Pat Flynn Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the second person to close out 2 nights, I think.
Third.
Third.
I actually thought about that.
Sammy was
Sammy
one.
did.
Sammy, but
yeah.
Brendan also did. I think that wasn't there like a turnstile TY.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
at the Regent.
Yeah, Regent.
Yeah.
You are right.
Yeah. Respect. I mean, nonetheless.
Nice.
good company.
That's 3
Congrats,
so far.
Pat.
Yeah,
I guess I can talk
we
about
got to get
Pat.
him a plaque or something.
Yeah, tell me.
I'm gonna talk about Pat now. Okay. I got a good story from it goes back about a month.
Is this what you've been teasing me?
Yeah, this is it.
Okay.
So last time we played with Have Heart.
As in Twitching Tongues.
Last time Twitching Tongues played with Have Heart was Tied Down Fest.
Mhm.
At the end of before God's Hate, I took my wedding band off and I threw it in my bag.
He told me.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah.
Did he show you?
No.
Okay.
Good.
Threw my wedding band in my bag. Can't play drums with that on. It would be horrible.
Yeah, I get it.
So he comes up to me after the set and he's like, "Hey man, I found this ring. It's got to be yours." And I was like, "Oh, that's crazy. I did take off my wedding band and throw it." He's like, "Yeah, man, it's got all these lines on it. It's like kind of weird looking." And I'm like, "Yeah, my wedding band is the one ring from Lord of the Rings." And I'm like, "So yeah, that has
Is
to be
it,
mine."
it really is?
Yeah, that's
like it
what
has
mine is.
the.
It's the officially licensed one. So I'm sitting there thinking, like, it is so crazy that he found that in the back of the stage and knew it was mine. And he was like, "Yeah, man, like, what do you want me to do with it? Do you want me to, like, bring it to you at Sound and Fury or ship it to you or something?" And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be great. Whatever works, it's all good." It's insane that you found it, and even more insane that you knew it was mine.
Do you think it's because you so closely resemble Gollum?
Could
He
be.
assumed
That's what I was thinking at first.
Okay.
And then when he approaches me at Sound and Fury, he says, "Hey man, got your ring. Brought it all this way. If you could close up on this, Steven,
Stop.
on this ring."
What?
This he
not a
looked-
ring.
He
What
took
is
one.
that?
He took one look at this and said,
That's Colin.
"Gotta be Colin."
It's got to be Colin.
So
What?
Pat, not mine.
Wait,
Not-
it's like a piece of armor, right?
Yeah, the
It's
piece of
finger-
armor.
it's
I was like,
finger
"Yeah,
armor.
that must be my wedding band." And he looked at me like, "Huh."
How? Was it a bit?
And that's why I was
a
like,
long
is this?
bit?
I was like, this is a great bit. Do you have my actual
Yeah.
ring? And he's like, no, this is the ring I was talking about.
Why? Can I ask you something?
What is?
Why didn't he send you a picture? That was over a month
I just
ago.
never
You
thought
know,
to do that.
I think
He's a
just-
dad now. I don't think they know how to text.
He did
photos
that
anymore.
too. No texting. He don't text. I don't think he wanted to question it. You know, because this is insane. And I was immediately like, "Oh, you found a ring on stage. Yeah." And I just so happened to lose a ring on stage.
Which is
Well, wait. So it's still gone?
Yeah, I don't know where it is.
that's brutal.
wow.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I got this one.
Yeah, you got that. Does it fit on your ring finger?
No, not at all.
Okay, good.
It's close. It was clamped here, which
What-
makes me think there was some kind of penile.
What's
Abuse?
Yo, that means that someone was wearing that
Yeah.
On the homie?
on stage.
So it tied down. If you're missing a
Right finger armor? I
Well,
guess?
what's funny is he said it was a Lord of the Ring thing,
And it looks
does
like the
look
Nazgul.
Nazgul Nazgul armor.
It looks so funny right now. It's all
it's
limp.
scaled. Yeah, that's it. Really interesting.
Fiddlehead was great.
Right. Fiddlehead was. Yeah. They were though. Actually,
It was really good.
Yeah, incredible.
it was.
How did you tell me about the moment where you were like, let's have Pat do both days.
You probably
It just so happens that he's in both bands. I don't think it was. I would say it wasn't like let's get him to do both. It was just
It's a good
there's
bit.
these two bands and he just
It's almost as good of a bit as this.
Yeah. It is kind of funny.
Yeah,
What do you think about that?
he's actually right here.
And they
with
just
you.
had a new they had a new record come out.
Yeah.
And
Well, the last time they did the Ukrainian, it sold out so fast.
Yeah.
Also, that like it just felt right. you
which
know?
was
Yeah,
also a
what's the
Sound of
Ukrainian
Fury show.
1,000?
And that sold out
13.
instantly.
just a smooth 1,000.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
and so it just
Must be.
it just kind of felt right. Like, okay, let's
And Pat is the homie. Fiddlehead in general are the
Yeah.
MF and homies.
I'm a big Alex Dow guy.
A.W.W is like the mayor of
obsessed
the
with him.
universe. Like he's so universally loved. One of those guys.
Love
you know,
him.
that-
Him and his fiance.
Yes,
Congrats
I'm
to them again.
officiating their wedding.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been nervous like this before.
Wow.
I feel like I'm gonna black out or something because I have a hard time doing this.
And then
But
you kill it.
Family Feud. I was like pacing, like I'm gonna run outside. I can't.
I don't understand that. You were so good when we get up here.
Pacing like Taylor Young.
Yeah, I thought,
Nobody can do that.
but yeah. So I have to. I'm not have to do it. I want to do it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it. Yeah. So
That's awesome.
shout out
Congrats.
to them. Yeah.
Fiddlehead.
Adele and Olivia Cates.
A.
One
Henry
of the-
also just got engaged too.
Wow.
Alex Henry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Congrats,
Awesome.
Alex.
Congrats to him. too.
Brit.
Mazel tov.
He'll have a fine Christian wedding
Yeah, he will. Yeah, you
in a
fucking will.
beautiful church.
Yeah.
Fiddlehead rocked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Closed out the day one, but we're still talking day one. Who's
Yeah.
next?
Wow. Yeah.
We got
So
Full of Hell. My
Dude.
God.
psychos.
Wow.
I got a great picture of Colin watching. Here it is. Thank you, Stephen.
Perfect.
I was summoned, man. Dave, the drummer, might be number one.
Yeah.
Like in our world and adjacent, I think he might, like in terms of like guys who blast, I don't know other people who can really do it that solid, that strong, and that long.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hey, I said what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible band of talented musicians.
Yeah.
So pro.
One thing I really like about how does lineup deliberation go between the three of you?
It's a lot of just back and forth
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah, but like I feel like there's not really disagreements. It's
No,
just more
it's
of
like-
like it's just kind of like talking it out, you know,
Yeah,
like
and
kind of
then
making sure the vibe's there.
You guys do these kind of palate cleansers throughout the whole lineup.
yeah,
That I
where
think is really
gotta
important.
switch it up.
Yeah, yeah.
It's definitely thought out. Like
Good.
there's a reason for all of it, but every reason is always different.
This year, like Martín and I went through almost like every minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just making sure it was like
Good.
dialed in.
And there was a lot of changes too. It was like we would think we would have it, and then we'd be like, maybe
Yeah.
let's.
So it
swap
does take
this.
look, it's a lot of thought. Goes
Oh
into
yeah,
that.
for sure.
But it shows, you know.
Now we're just picking names out.
No, but it's just
Yeah.
cool to see. You know,
Yeah.
like 2 years ago when Boy played, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
That was
Polo Boy. Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
was
Yeah.
truly like the greatest
Yeah.
palate cleanser in a fest
Right.
I've ever
And,
seen.
and you know, I don't want to jump ahead. No, let's just keep going.
Yeah, we'll get to one of my favorite.
Yeah,
ones.
well,
I already know
Yes, you do.
that we're all
That was-
thinking about the
yeah.
same thing. Yeah, yeah.
But to end on like full hell, yeah, I just, I'm so glad they came back. They were able to play the festival again. They played years ago, and I thought they had a great set when we were at the Regent. And then, again, we finally got to pull off the Nothing Full Hell show.
Yeah, it was
on Friday
amazing
as well. So.
And what Full of Hell has evolved into since probably playing Sound and Fury is insane.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
The like culture that they have cultivated
It's
of
like
their own.
they're so pro, but it's like the most chaotic
chaos.
professionalism.
Yeah, like
it's,
those
perfect.
things that you might assume are sampled. He's really doing.
Oh, those
Yeah,
are
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, it's all real. It's awesome.
Do me a favor.
wild guys.
Take that bandage off, would you? $40.
I'm telling you, it's going to be on. You want this demonetized? Like it's going on YouTube. It's going to be disgusting.
I don't. Yeah.
You got to
They're
let
gonna
this
take
go.
it
I
down.
did-
They're like, no.
Who's next?
I think we skipped one, actually.
Did we?
Well, no, this
Well,
is
we're going alphabetical.
alphabetical by
Yeah,
day.
I'm looking right there.
Well, by day, bro.
Oh, by day.
yeah,
by
because
day.
that's
We're
not
getting
day
Cut
one.
this. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
he's got-
So much
I know.
respect.
Don't
So
cut
much
it.
respect. My bad.
So
We
up
gotta show.
next would be Madison. Fuck. KUMO 99.
KUMO 99.
Let's
like,
talk.
He turned. I feel like everyone onto them.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I only know about them because of Madison, and like, wow.
I heard you vaguely talking about them from afar, and then stood on the skillet to watch them a bit. And I see you going hard.
Oh
as
yeah,
shit.
I saw Madison dancing
In the back,
like,
yeah,
actually dancing. Yeah,
Dude, the whole crowd was, dude.
It was.
Yeah,
I know.
And
100%.
that's exactly what it makes you want to do.
Yeah.
is that
Tell me
move.
about. Give me the because their origin is kind of crazy, right?
Can you
Yeah,
share?
I think
Okay.
that hopefully they'll be comfortable with
Cool.
me sharing. But yeah, Amy and Nate are like an item, and they've been kind of like creating music together for years now. And originally they were just kind of making music together for kind of like almost like placement.
Commercial placement?
Yeah, commercial placements and stuff like that. And they actually ended up getting a placement. So like I think if you watch like most like iPhone watch commercials in Japan, KUMO 99 is the music.
Is
that
it
plays.
as credited as KUMO 99, or are they doing like weird publishing?
No, yeah,
What is it, you know?
I think it is KUMO 99. Yeah.
So KUMO
Yeah.
99, is that a band name or is that like their publishing as a duo?
I'm gonna say it's their band name. I mean,
Yeah.
Either way, that's even if it was just the publishing thing, that's fucking cool.
yeah, it's insane. And then and like they just basically like made so many songs. They had an album's worth of material. They decided to like put it up for people to listen to it, and like people kind of like took to it. And originally they were never gonna play a show.
Really?
Wow.
And I just punished the shit out of them.
So
Well, thank you for doing that.
Yeah, and they
we all
played at
got to reap
Genghis
the
actually,
benefits.
and it was like insane. And
was awesome.
since then they've just been like touring a lot with like more of like kind of like in the garden, and actually even with Provoker and stuff like that. But I just kind of felt like they're close friends and I love their band. I just kind of felt like if you put this in front of thousands of people, they're gonna react to it.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Taylor, sweet, beautiful girlfriend Taylor, did her due diligence before coming to this and was just looking up any bands who she hadn't heard of and landed on KUMO 99 and was like, I think I like this.
jumps out right
I
away.
think
You're
you
like,
will like
whoa.
this. And on our way to the fest that day, she played the song where it's like Psycho, whatever that song
Wait,
is.
you listened to the band on the way to the show?
Yeah, yeah. And
I
I
do
was
that all
like,
the time.
I was
Oh
like,
my
this
God.
is fucking
I did
awesome.
that with
I'm
Oasis to get
superstitious,
fired up.
man. I never
But
do that.
I was
That's
immediately
scary.
like, this is awesome. This is very different. We were the first ones in line for her to get a top.
Amazing.
And
Oh,
then
wow.
watched and like, dude, they posted a video of that song. Like they on their story, they like reposted.
I think that
somebody's
was
story.
my video.
It was awesome. Like the angle and everything was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It translated so well, and I don't think I would have expected that.
Well, they come. I mean, Amy is like straight up like a
punk.
Pedro. Yeah, Pedro punk.
Pedro.
Yeah,
Oh, wow,
just
cool.
awesome.
Sam
Yeah,
Pedro,
so
yeah.
like
So sick. She was.
they have
wearing
that energy, and they have they know everything about punk. They know everything about.
She was wearing a naked ray gun shirt.
Exactly.
Chicago's
Yeah, yeah.
finest.
So
went far for me. Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the thing with like kind of adding more diversity to the lineup is like I always try to make sure that the background is there and there are people who are from
Not
our
putting it on just because like, oh, this is different.
Right.
You know,
yeah,
it's
but
like-
they understand the culture, they understand where everything comes from, and they're a part of it. They're part of that community, and
That's
so,
all it is.
Yeah,
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
The ethos of everything that we give a shit about. I love that.
And just having one of those like wildly different acts kind of every year makes them stand out to an audience that would maybe never see them any other place.
Model Actress was
last
out
year,
last
yeah.
year,
Yeah.
and
That was
I think they
wild.
won over the whole entire audience. You know, it was insane. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Temple of Angels.
Yeah, they played
was
last year as
kinda
well. Yeah,
that band blew my ass off.
Yeah.
I remember that.
they're great.
Holy
And then,
hell.
of course, Cola Boy the year
Oh,
before.
the goat.
Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yes.
Well, we all went to
King.
go see Cola Boy, and we were just like, wouldn't it be awesome if you played? And,
Yeah.
and,
And
so,
he was, was a OG.
Yeah,
OG
actually,
Oxnard
Oxnard
head.
head.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he was about it, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
He,
So
he
about it,
walked
yeah.
the walk and talked the talk.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The best.
He was
R.I.P.
great.
Provoker is up next alphabetically.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. Like, I would see a couple members at like shows for years and stuff, and especially when I lived in San Francisco, because originally they're from the Bay.
I thought they were
I never
like a-
knew you lived in San Francisco. That's
that's
crazy.
Oh yeah, I went to school there.
Wow. We went to school.
I thought
I
Provoker
didn't.
was a youth crew band.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought it was like
but
the
that must
dopest.
fit, right? Yeah, you would
I
think so.
thought it was the dopest youth crew band name of all time. And I was like, this is going to be unbelievable. And it was.
Yeah,
It's not at all what I had thought they sounded like. Tell me about putting them on.
Yeah, same thing, and also, Remy, who actually helped us a lot this year.
The homie Remy?
The homie Remy.
Homie
yeah.
Remy, yeah,
He
legend.
is the real deal homie.
If you're working, he's working the door at Genghis Khan if you've ever been there.
and
Probably.
he has an
He's
accent.
running shit over there. Yeah,
Yeah.
He's the best.
King.
But he works with them as well. So it just kind of like felt right, made sense, and I just think that they obviously are a lot more different than the rest of the lineup, but at the same time, like my niece came this year. First year she's ever been to Sound Fury.
Oh, yeah, I
And-
met her.
Yeah, she rocks.
She was dope as hell.
Yeah.
She hit the pit?
For like KUMO, but yeah, she's like seven. She's like
Kumo Pit.
17.
Kumo Pit was going kind of crazy.
Kumo
Pit was
people,
crazy.
people were diving.
Yeah.
Yeah, the diving was sick and it fit.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But yeah, she said that Provoker was her favorite set of the day.
Wow. Okay.
So
Huge.
I think that like it was really cool, and they were super psyched.
Love it. Scarab up next. What a band.
Too
Yeah.
crazy. It was
It's
awesome.
great to see those guys.
2023's best HardLore Awards, best new band.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Incredible band, incredible set. Tell me about putting them on. Loved it. Have they played California before?
I don't
Not that I
think
know
so.
of.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think so. That might
Don't
be
get
first,
much
yeah.
better than that for first time.
Wooly has an actual scary voice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
Like a
he's
fright, like
psycho.
a
So
monster.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's like gargling granite or something. This is like insane. Yeah,
And that band also has like a really cool, like eclectic group
Yeah.
of people
Yeah.
in it.
the homie Devil Master.
Dude, so
Yeah.
cool.
Is that real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's in Devil Master. Yeah,
He's
I like
fucking,
them.
he's sick.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Scarab's incredible.
Yeah.
That's another band where I think the LP is going to change the game. Scarab and End It, the LP is going to change the game.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Twice.
Looking
Make
forward
it
to
happen.
that.
Yeah.
It went.
It was
It was
violent.
pretty
it was
yeah.
early.
Yeah, it
and
got
violent.
a little. It got a little rough out
is
there
great.
for a bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was awesome.
How do you guys handle it? What's the what's the medical team like?
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude, they're
it's just like
patrolling
real
out
deal
there.
medics.
Wow.
Yeah, they go out there and because there's other things too, like people
Drugs.
Drugs.
Or whatever.
yeah, drink too much or get too
Yeah, just
hot.
that exactly.
Don't drink
yeah.
enough water, that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
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 But then there's also injuries.
The team's amazing though. Like I would go check on them from time to time during the festival, and
They're
They
just
were-
juggling, or
they were just like so calm.
Oh,
you know,
cool.
like I would like be concerned maybe, and I'd be
Well-
like, hey, is that person okay? And then like, well, you can see for yourself, they're fine. And there's like
Yeah.
a person like who I thought maybe got knocked out, and they're just like, this is my favorite song. Like, let me get out. Like, let me. And they're like, I'm gonna keep them for about like 40 minutes, and give them electrolytes
Wow.
and
Also,
stuff. Yeah.
those people are used to doing like EDM
Triage.
festivals and stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Like,
yeah. Like real
where it's,
actual.
probably like 200
combat.
people like
Yeah.
Yeah.
overdosing and shit. Yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah.
this stuff is like
Yeah, I was
Jake.
out there waiting in line for food, and they're out there in tandem with the wheelchair with like a bag of stuff, just like kind of looking and checking on people. It's really very responsible and good.
Yeah.
It made me happy to see that because as we've talked about this before, but ever since the what is it? Was it Travis Scott?
yeah.
Oh man.
Ever since that shit,
it's
it's
made it
like
harder for everybody.
Everybody.
Like, every
Things have-
venue, insurance, all that
Insurance
kind of
is
stuff.
It's
Yeah,
just more.
Yeah.
You got to take it more seriously.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
for better or for worse, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I appreciated very much that those measures were being taken in that way.
Yeah, I mean, I
got
think
well.
we can say.
Yeah.
We have to do it.
Yeah.
But we actually do give a shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I think that there was like nothing happened during the
nothing
festival that had,
severe.
like someone had to like be in the ambulance or anything like that. You know,
That's,
like
I mean,
like-
pretty unbelievable.
Yeah.
like everybody was like
Statistically.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nearly
I mean, there
impossible.
was injuries for sure. A kid I know like broke his clavicle. Like someone kicked him. Maybe it was Colin.
Dude,
I don't know.
no, it
Someone did
wasn't me.
kick him.
I
down.
saw the head.
He got
Yeah.
kicked and has a broken
He's-
clavicle, but then came the next day and he just had his arm in a sling. And
I saw a
was
kid with 2
pumped.
broken arms.
I read
Did you see that?
Yeah, I read a tweet that was like shout out to the
Literally
guy
walking
with 2
like a
broken
fucking
arms.
SpongeBob
But did it
fish.
happen there or he came?
I don't know,
already
man.
broken.
It was unbelievable. He stopped me and he was like, "Hey, man, both my arms are broken." And it was like, "Oh my god!"
It was like Billy Max.
What movie? Yeah, what movie is
Or no,
that?
Happy Gilmore. Yeah. It's
And
like-
then-
An alligator bit my hand though. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's what I felt.
Oh
like.
my god,
They were both broken, fully stiff.
that's crazy.
Here he is.
What a you had a photo of him?
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, we try to track one down.
Yeah, I'll
There's
see.
got to be one. Yeah,
He was hilarious.
when it happened, did it sound like?
It sounded like a lot like this.
that's
you,
about
man.
the 700th time I've heard that today.
It's funny every time. Tsunami's up next.
man.
Alphabetically.
Jesus, what a phenomenon, right?
Is it, they closed their stage, right? But they were direct.
Yeah.
Technically, is that how
yeah,
they were?
yeah.
Dude, unbelievable.
Right? It's just like
Unprecedented.
It's like so loud. Like the crowd
Yeah.
knows
Yeah.
every word
Even the
so
samples.
well. Yeah. Everything is just
Yeah. They
They
were singing
like
along to the samples.
sing along to
Yeah.
the samples,
I
which is
love
kind of
that.
crazy. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's awesome.
It was
It's another band with just like a whole other culture
Yeah.
of their own, while like never not just being themselves.
Yeah, they're
They're the
just
best.
like
They-
whatever. Like we're down. Like
yeah.
coolest
If
dudes.
you text
couldn't
them like
care less.
next year, like
Yeah.
just talking to Joseph about anything. Like he's in Big Boy as well.
Yeah.
Uh-huh,
And,
yeah.
like asking Big Boy to play the 818 thing was like, "Hey, do you guys want to do this?" And I got a text like a minute later, like, "We're down."
We're down.
No money talk,
Yeah,
anything.
just
Just
like,
like,
yep.
yeah, of course, idiot.
Yeah, that is like their attitudes are fucking amazing. Man.
amazing.
They'll just do whatever. They
And
don't
4-piece band sounding like that should be against the law.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
Mike gets
Dirt,
such
Dirt gets down.
unbelievable.
It's got a very sick guitar. Like what I would call a badass guitar.
Yes.
tone.
I've never heard him fuck up.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
very
that's
he's
true,
very
too.
died in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just a guy.
Just
you
a
know?
guy. Yeah.
He details cars and he doesn't make mistakes in guitars.
Yeah.
Front page headline.
Yeah.
So think about how good your car detail will be.
Oh
Call
man.
Mike Durrett Detailing.com.
That's not around here though. Huh? That's
No.
San Jose.
He'll come to you though, but
We'll drive it up.
Drive all the way down to
it'll
LA.
cost some money. Yeah, incredible set. Locked in. Incredible group of guys.
Yeah.
They draw their own people.
Yeah.
And I think it's like those people experiencing Sound and Fury probably huge for them.
Yeah. It's crazy to
It's
see.
their
it
gateway
happen.
to the rest
Yeah,
of the world.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Which is
Yeah. You know, I always try to talk to people about that because people can be a little bit hypercritical about that sort of thing, and it's like
We love
like as if they came out the womb listening to Death Threat like
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I mean that shit happens like probably for a lot of people of the younger age, like something like Korn or Limp Bizkit, which I guess is acceptable now, but someone like me who's a little older, that was the corniest shit ever. So, but those entryway things aren't so important and whatever. Like even if it's your first time at Sound and Fury because of a band like Sunami, who cares? That's awesome. Yeah, like
sure. Fully agree.
you don't have to have been going.
Well, they're going to
since you were a
experience too and
kid.
just like start going to every show, you know.
Like, we're gonna
Hopefully.
get more of this.
Hopefully,
Yeah, hopefully.
they stick around and do it for the right reasons. You know, that doesn't always happen, but whatever. Those people come
Then
and
they
go.
get beat up at some point, and then they never come back. And then they go, "I used to go to shows."
Yeah, that guy. Oh
Oh,
god,
what
yeah.
happened? No.
Yeah,
Ah, man.
I used to go. That's one of the, when someone says that out loud to me, I'm like,
Sickening.
man, I just want to melt.
Because well, you know what happened.
Just, yeah.
They got beat up one time and never came back. They blew it. Switching tongues. is
Yeah,
up
blew
next.
Yeah, how do we do this? Is it,
I got
you talk about
What do
it.
you like about? What do you like about me?
The presentation. Can I say what I said it reminded me of, or dude, because to me, it's amazing.
If that's a compliment, sure.
100%. Yeah. So my old ass, I saw this band Shockwave play Face Down Fest I don't know, early mid 2000s, whatever. They're Erie, Pennsylvania band.
That's the best Christian band because the songs are about Transformers.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
Transformer stuff, and the samples are amazing in all of their songs. Anyways, they played Face Down Fest. They were like this super group, and when they came on stage, they had dudes in masks and big ass flags waving, but they came from the crowd. They came through the crowd waving the flags, and when they started
That
playing,
wouldn't have
it was
been
just,
geographically possible.
But it was like when they started playing it's a war zone, it was just went insane because
Watch the skies.
Yeah.
We're coming.
That's a good
Dude,
that's a
wow,
great
hard.
song.
Yeah,
Dude, the
fucking
ultimate
awesome.
Yeah, see, they ripped.
Yeah,
they're
dude,
good.
they had
But
riffs.
anyways,
Because they were driven by Optimus and not
Yeah.
Jesus. You know?
But was it Shockwave?
Megatron, they were just
Yeah,
Shockwave
they were
was the tape,
Decepticons.
right? It was like a.
Yeah, he was like the boombox.
It was like, no, he wasn't the boombox guy, was he? I think he came out of boombox guy.
Oh, okay.
He was the tape. He was literally a
Right?
cassette.
But they were
I
just
think so.
they were
I might be totally wrong, but that was a thing.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
100%.
yeah. They were
But-
Decepticons.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
Decepticons. So they were Megatron. They were guided
Yeah.
by Megatron and not Jesus. Which you'd
But-
think that you'd be down with the devil if you're into Megatron.
Yeah, right.
Not God, yeah. So, anyways, we're talking about switching tongues here. You had the
Now
flags.
we're down with Megatron.
Yeah.
The real Megatron, Satan.
The flags was a visual to be seen. That was beautiful. It was
That
awesome.
was so. Slingshot House is our buddy Richie and JB who do all the custom stuff.
Yeah,
for,
all the custom
for
stuff,
God's
yeah.
Hate and Twitching Tongues, like the football jerseys and whatnot. Like a week ago, I was like, "What do you think about some flags? Could you do that?" And they're like, "Dude."
last minute. Yeah,
Yeah.
come on.
But the like measures that they went through to get it done is like insane. Like for them to be that high of quality,
They were like crazy. I
Crazy.
picked one up and I was like, Jesus.
that's
this is-
straight up like City Hall.
Yeah, it wasn't
that's a
like
real
some like little.
Un-American flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just wanted to have some kind of immediate visual tribute to Kale
Yeah.
going on as we started.
Yeah, describe what was on it.
It's the American flag, but with no stars because we're the only state. And an actual Kale tag
Yeah.
pulled from a photo that Anaya from Zulu sent me that Richie was able to put on the flag and make like
Yeah, it looked
texturize
like it was spray painted.
It looked like
on,
Kale had
yeah.
directly like defaced a flag, which is
Yeah.
exactly what we were looking for.
Yeah, it came out great.
I was a flag bearer,
Flag bearer.
Yeah.
and
I was judging everyone because some people weren't waving them like how I wanted to see them.
yeah,
But there was enough of them that,
Yeah. It was
you
funny, I
probably would have
kept-
ended up like smacking each
dude,
other if you
poor
were on.
Gabe.
Yeah.
Gabe, I'm sorry, I was smacking Gabe.
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
Mac,
Yeah.
Mac was getting Sean in the head. It was really
yeah.
Sean was just staring at him like this.
Just like, dude, I can imagine the ice grill he had doing
said-
that. Just like,
But yeah, you open with World War V, which was new.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of what you normally do. It was immediately an actual war zone. It was scary. It was one of those times where I looked out, I was like, fuck, I'm glad I'm here. You know, like right, literally here.
debuted a new mask.
Yeah.
Yes.
So my buddy Rockwell Masks, who makes a lot of stuff for TV and wrestling and movies, made my previous one, the like gold Hanya. Made this new one, this beautiful new one. You saw it in person.
Yeah,
It's
I
gorgeous.
was impressed. It was crazy.
The detail up close is insane.
Yeah, yeah.
And the fact that it's leather, like it's not.
Yeah, it's leather.
It's not
It's
mache
crazy.
or something shitty.
Played last year. It was our first show back.
Yeah.
I couldn't do less, you know. And it was like if we had that whole presentation, and it felt special. Had to feel more special this year, especially since Kale
To
passed.
honor Kale, yeah.
Yeah, big time. It's all for him. It was kind of like an end of an era type thing. It felt like just kind of like the beginning of the next generation.
I liked that. Not to cut you off.
No.
But it was Anthony started it, but he started waving the flag during any pit part. So then when the pit would happen, it was ting.
So I didn't expect that. So
Yeah.
when I would look around and see that, I would stop and be like, "Huh,
Yeah, it was cool,
that's
right?
pretty cool." Yeah.
Yeah, everything looked awesome. Yeah, the set was crazy. It was great.
That was probably my favorite one ever.
Yeah.
So
Fuck yeah.
played a
Hell yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Those in-ears are slipping out of your lobes.
Well, no, it wasn't that they're They were not slippery. They were in there. But I went down for Preacher Man.
Yeah.
And they were dedicated to dogpiling this year.
Hell yeah.
They were doing it, which I did say I would rather be buried like a in a coffin than pulled by my shirt by
or
a
your
stage
neck
driver.
or something.
And I appreciate that they took that to heart. There were entire songs where I was like, there's not, I mean, a cocoon of humans.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't mad at it. It felt cool because that's the chaos that we want.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing like Cosmic Joke's guitars getting unplugged. It's like, who fucking cares? This is ultimately why these people are here and why this can happen this
That's
way.
what makes it authentic.
I want to bury me.
It's fucking awesome.
Bury me softly. Had the best time. We all did. We all wept on stage. Never done that before.
Oh, dude, Sarah singing those
Sarah
songs.
Gibson doing acoustic renditions of a couple new songs. One of them that we'll probably never emotionally be able to play again. So I'm glad that she did that. We were, oh my God.
A bat flew a few feet from her during the first one.
Wow.
It went right past. It was gnarly.
That's
Very
an omen, a good one.
It's an omen about October 26th.
So spooky.
Live at 17:20.
Feels like a bit, but it really did happen.
I'll be like, cue the bat on Sarah.
And cue bat.
We weren't able to write October 26th on the bat, but we feel October 26th, 1720.
Yeah.
I guess that's that. I mean, what else do I say?
No, it was beautiful. It was everything as a fan of your band, is everything I wanted out of it. It was good. It was emotional.
Squeezed a lot into that 32 minutes.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
Thank God you didn't go over your set time.
No.
I appreciate
We
that
didn't,
a lot.
right?
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it was great.
We were very diligent about not doing that. So
Because that can be devastating.
yeah, no, we don't want to be that band. Well, our songs are 5 minutes long, so we could very easily be that band. But I refuse to.
One difficulty and it's off the rails.
Weekend Nachos.
Ah,
Hometown crowd.
Back at it.
they were gone for 7 years.
7 or 8 years.
Yeah, I believe, and they weren't ready for how stuff has changed. Because the landscape, I think it's COVID. I think probably is like pre and post COVID. Just the landscape of shows and fests like this have really changed, and they kind of left before and came way after that.
Yeah.
I don't think they were ready for how good it was for them, and they were all thrilled. And it was like seeing that and seeing them kind of make those connections again. And there were so many people who were telling John and Drew, like, it's the first time I ever got to see you.
Yeah.
Like, there you go. That's everything you want as a band doing something like that.
And them in California has kind of always been good, which is like I saw them at the Cobalt when I was in high school, and it was amazing. I think I saw them at the Cobalt before they played with you.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. And it was like insane. It was the crust kids who I don't see at hardcore shows, but see at school who were there. And I was like, holy shit, you go to the Cobalt? That's crazy. And just knowing that it was that group of guys playing that the whole time is really funny. Just guys.
Yeah. They're cool. They're cool as hell.
Just a great band. I'm really happy for them.
Yeah, it was awesome. I thought they sounded great. It's one of the only bands I know that they started playing a 7-string like 10 years ago, and it just works because they're in such a ridiculous tuning,
Yeah.
Comically low.
Yeah. I did 4 lines of a part, but I did a flip off the main stage down onto the bottom, and I was falling, going like, doing the part. But Ian, Ian. Yeah. During my part, came like a bolt of lightning straight at me.
He's just fucking everyone up. Huh?
Yeah,
dude, when he dove for us,
oh my God,
it looked so beautiful, and it looked like it would have pissed me off. And in the moment, I felt just like, on my back, and he gracefully glided over, and I was like, "Who the fuck was that?" Oh, it's Ian.
It was dive of the night.
Man,
I'm not even
MVP.
joking.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That I saw. It was the best dive.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Great job, Ian.
Great job.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Weekend Nachos has 2 more shows.
Yeah, like 2 weeks.
They're playing.
Are they going home and coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're home right now.
Because
Why
they were
did
Weekend Nachos
because they had
style.
already been planning to play
Right.
LA.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so they kept those in motion, and
Well, yeah, and we're doing
we were
both.
presenting them. So
Yeah, so we're doing them at Lodge.
yeah,
with
Lodge Room.
Please come grab some
next,
feta.
next week. Yeah,
And
Who's that
then,
with?
Scalps on both shows.
Oh, cool.
Scalp.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane.
Nice.
And then they're doing Chain.
That's right.
Huge.
With a special guest.
Oh,
Very good.
Yeah.
The 25th.
Yeah. So a little
Yeah.
confusing. Yeah. The Lodge show's the 25th, and then Chain is the 28th.
Beautiful.
oh,
So they're going up to the Bay in between.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you got nothing to do with it.
Old school.
Awesome.
There and back again. A Hobbit's Tale by Weekend Nachos. World of Pleasure. What a set.
Jeez.
God damn.
It was like, I don't want to say violent. It was just, it was aggressive.
It was amazing.
It was aggressive.
Genuinely great band.
Yeah.
Can't say enough good things about them. Just the fact that I'm not even vegan, but like there needs to be
yeah.
a
There has to be
torchbearer
like
of
vegan
straight
straight
edge.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't know another one right now. Or that's
Earth Crisis is still playing.
Yeah,
so.
you know what I'm saying. For the youth, you know, for 30 and under, it's
yeah.
World of Pleasure, and
Yeah.
and I thank them for that. The tunes, man, Coulter as a writer, out of control. They're always solid. Jess is an amazing
She's great.
vocalist.
Yeah, she's
Crazy energy and stage presence the whole
Yeah.
time. This was one of my favorite sets of the day by far. Tell me about getting them on.
yeah. It was just one of those things where the three of us had talked about it. We just knew it was like, trying to stay up to date with modern bands and newer bands. I mean, they're not like the newest band or anything like that, but they're of the new breed, and there've been a lot of everyone. You can kind of tell if you pay attention that people just love them, and also, like you said, having that representation of the vegan straight edge, and
Somebody will be vegan and straight edge because of World of
yeah,
Pleasure.
yeah,
And that's that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and I'm just like obsessed with that split. So I'm just so glad that we were
Split
able
is
to
really
get.
good.
Yeah, I'm just super psyched that we were able to make both happen. For the festival, and they finally were able to play California.
This is first time?
As far as I know,
yeah.
That's
I'm
pretty
like
awesome.
almost
This is the
positive,
first
yeah,
time.
yeah. I mean, I don't think they come into the U.S. much.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
at all.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Canadian, right?
Yeah, Canadian. Yeah. Also a good thing having people from or bands representing different countries.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And different parts of California, which we'll get to in a minute. Zulu. Alphabetically last, always.
Alphabetically, yeah, always. Yeah, at the end of
But
the
in our
poster,
hearts,
always.
close to the top.
Yeah.
What a group of guys in this band. New drummer, Animal.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Braxton.
legend.
He's one of the. He's like T.A.G.A.B.O.W. mayor
Dude,
style. just
100%.
universally.
I see
loved.
him and I'm having a great day.
Yeah,
Every
coolest looking
single
dude.
time.
Every time.
Dude.
If
Yeah,
he
looks
if he
the
appears,
coolest,
Yeah, it's just like always has a smile on his face. Like,
always moshing hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All day, all weekend was moshing.
Yeah.
Incredible player too.
Yeah,
He just
ripped.
filled in for Fury.
Oh, really?
He did. Yeah, he killed
Yeah,
it.
dude, absolutely. We played that Riverside show with Citizen. It was like he was like Babe Ruth, like it was just, like everybody in the IE paid respect. It was insane.
He's also, I mean, he's been in the wings the whole time.
oh yeah,
sponging up every piece of information and every riff and every band.
Yeah.
He likes everything.
Yeah.
He's a real
Seems
one.
that way, yeah.
Great. Tell me about putting Zulu on, because this was the Kale shout out like wrecked me right before we played. So it was just like, fuck.
Yeah.
If this got me, I can only imagine what's gonna happen. But yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that when we do the festival, we just want like bands that are represent and are from Los Angeles, and like,
Yeah.
I think the community really wants that too.
Because
And-
it can be pretty easy to like not do that because there's so much good stuff out there everywhere right now. There's so many new bands, and you could book. There could be a festival in LA just like this without any band from LA
Over the only
because
band
there's so
from LA.
much. It's like
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like a thing that was in our minds is like that's a local band.
Yeah.
So,
And they, I mean, and like you're kind of mentioning, like the band's just been, going to shows and going
Every
to Santa
single
Fury.
one of
Yeah,
them.
like like
Dez is booked
hard support.
did shows in his
I
house
used-
forever.
I went to his house like
yeah.
every
I played
week
there a couple of
for
times.
the third
Yeah.
Twitching Tongue show was at Dez.
Yeah.
Creatures had a residency there for sure.
Tara played there. Tara played there once.
Yeah,
Twitching
wasn't-
Tongue-
That was Soul Searcher's first show, right?
no,
no,
that was
at
Windows
Okay.
Glass. Windows, yeah.
also with Creatures. Or no, that went in glass. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Piece by Piece when I was playing in the band played there, and I played there another time too. But those, dude,
They were
there's
amazing.
a classic photo of Terror playing, and Nate Zabalba is like just on top of people. He had jumped from like the staircase. That goes,
What was that you did?
Huh?
What was that you just did?
I can.
We got him.
Got him. Yeah. Anyways, that house was incredible.
Amazing.
Garden Grove. What was it called? It had a name, right? The
Cabin.
The cabin.
Cabin.
Cabin, bro.
Cabin. It had like rafters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But
It's
it
like
was
a beautiful
house.
room.
Yeah. For
From what I can recall. Yeah.
yeah.
Great job, Des.
Yeah. Anyways, Zulu.
That's
Rip.
day one.
Yeah.
What a day.
Pardon this interruption. We got to tell you about a few things, Bo, right?
Boy, do we.
How are you feeling?
I feel great.
Me too.
What do you attribute that to?
I mostly attribute it to AG1, and I'll be brutally honest with you. I drink it every morning, no matter what's going on. Empty stomach. Fill the tank with something good right away.
Wow. I just woke up. It's noon in Chicago. I'm back, and I'm about to go have mine as soon as we're done here.
Unbelievable. Studies have shown 97% of participants in a study said that they have way more energy drinking AG1 every single day. You need less coffee, less energy drinks, less stuff that is surely eventually going to be found to be bad for you.
Yeah, for sure.
So drink AG1, which we know now is good.
And does all the stuff that you need it to do anyway.
That's right. Your body is desperately begging, screaming, crying for the probiotics, prebiotics, and nutrients that AG1 can provide you with one small scoop and 16 ounces of cold water.
How do they do that, Colin?
athleticgreens.com/hardlore is going to get you 5 free travel packs. That's on us. You can have those.
Don't worry about it.
And if you're lacking vitamin D, which you for sure are, you're going to get a free year's supply of vitamin D drops. How
So-
easy is that?
Yeah, you'll be good until the next Sound and Fury, because Lord knows we all got enough this weekend. But then
Yeah.
winter's right around the corner. You need your vitamin D.
You really need it, man, especially in Chicago.
Yes.
It's scary there in the winter. It's also Manscaped time.
Oh, our beloved.
When you're melting and it's 1,000 degrees outside at Sound and Fury, something like that, these outdoor fests, these summer fests are scorching. Your balls are screaming.
Mine, they're hoarse. They were yelling so hard.
Yeah, exactly. But, we have the cure. We have the throat coat of balls, and it's called the Manscaped Crop Preserver and the Crop Reviver.
I was just looking at the site yesterday. They have all kinds of new crop products that I wasn't familiar with.
Oh,
that
tell me more.
I'm interested in checking out. They have a crop moisturizer. They have a crop like shaving serum, if that's what you're into, and a crop, some kind of crop cleanser.
I love the crop cleanser.
I've not tried it.
I use that every morning.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Hop
it
in the
like-
shower, first thing I do.
But yeah. Isn't that funny?
Be gone.
Be gone, funk.
Be gone, stank.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you use code HardLore, you can get any of that for 20% off and free shipping.
And something I want to specify too, our listeners here who may not have balls, the crop preserver is like a liquid, like a lotion, almost talc.
Like a talc vibe.
You
So
don't have
if
to
you
have
if you
balls.
chafe,
Yes, exactly.
just put it on your legs. I mean, I know many people who I wore it on my legs in Japan when I
There
was
you go.
walking 20 miles a day.
There you go.
Never chafed for a second.
Exactly my point.
Unbelievable. It's also mad vintage time.
Mm.
Love
Cool.
seeing Luke out there at Sound and Fury. He was in the cut.
He was, dude.
He was lurking, stalking, just looking at shirts,
Checking people's tags.
researching, studying. And let me tell you, I got this shirt from Luke,
Wow.
and this is the greatest shirt of all time. I'm wearing it in the other thing too. I swear these were days apart.
It's true.
No connection. Go to madvintage.com right now, and you'll be baffled at what this man has. If you like this show, you'll like what he's got.
The thing I like about him is he went to Sound of Fury as a fan. He's a hardcore kid.
Yeah.
He also went to get trophies.
Oh, he went to the
war.
Rose Bowl at 6 a.m. as
Yeah.
well, or
Got
5 a.m. or something, which this is the first month I haven't gone. So he copped some heat for me, essentially. He was doing, there was this Bad Religion shirt I wanted, and Lana and him messaged me about it at the same time.
Whoa.
And then they met each other
Today?
at the Rose Bowl.
Oh, at the Rose Bowl. Sorry. Wow.
So they battled each other for it, not knowing they were both battling each other
That is
for
so
me.
funny. Amazing.
That's what he goes above and beyond. That's the kind of guy he is. And just look at his stock, man. So use code HardLore15 and you're going to get 15% off anything on there. That stuff adds up, man.
And you're going to find something you want. You're going to be scrolling. You're going to go, ow.
You're going to be pissed that you need to buy it. But luckily, tax and a little extra is on us. Back to the episode.
Day 2, Sound and Fury. Welcome back. Those were some good ads.
Great ads.
Big Boy, alphabetically up first today.
Jesus Christ.
Holy Lord.
I've heard, pray tell, the biggest pit of the weekend.
It's the biggest pit I've ever seen.
Yeah. Like largest.
Me personally, yeah.
We went from
That's
one stage to
huge.
the other.
You've probably seen more pits than anyone I know.
Yeah.
Probably.
That might be true.
You
Damn.
know?
I'm going to take that.
Yeah. I've seen most pits seen Guinness Book. Guinness?
Guinness.
You're watching?
I think they're calling.
Oh, hey, there they are. Guinness. Can you hear me? Good. Okay, good. Thank you, Guinness. Thank you, Guinness. Guinness, leave me alone. Anyway.
But yeah, Big Boy.
Yeah, crazy. It was just
Yeah,
so
that was
awesome.
unbelievable. So they played early last year. They had to deal with the bike rack situation.
Yeah, which was, now looking back, it's just kind of funny.
Yeah,
Because it was just so crazy, you know? Like,
It's not going to work.
like put him up there and they just immediately got tossed.
Yeah.
You know,
Not our
we won't
call.
get too into that,
Of
but
course.
and I don't want to fully call it redemption or anything because it's not like things went bad for him last year. It was fucking awesome, but it was just cool.
But I mean, that wasn't what you guys wanted.
right? Yeah,
Of course,
but
obviously.
I think this was their moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
you
so
know, it's
sick,
just
man. They
They're the biggest
crushed
boy.
it.
They are.
I just love seeing how happy they are
Biggest
as it
boys.
was happening. You know,
well, just like I just felt like there's that moment. There's a video of it. It's just like the whole entire audience is jumping, up and
Jumping.
down, dude.
Yeah,
and
it
it's
was
just
fucking awesome.
insane.
Biggest boys with the biggest pit.
Biggest hearts, biggest minds. And it's an extension of the whole Sunami Bay camp where it's just like good people making undeniable tunes
Yep.
that have good energy and deserve it.
yeah, it was
The
awesome.
illest group. Yeah.
Yeah,
Straight up, dude.
definitely see more of them. Definitely see more of them in the future.
Oh, yeah. Chat pile up next, alphabetically.
Another like a weird band.
Kind of,
You know,
yeah,
kind of a palate cleanser for the show, but undeniably heavy.
yeah. And they loved their experience.
Oh,
too.
good.
Yeah, and it was the best show they've ever played, from what I hear. And I feel like their set was just like visceral, just like super gnarly, and
I love
Love the
their-
banter.
Yeah, the banter.
yeah, plus great
Who's the
trivia.
NFL?
Yeah,
The NFL guy that like loves them, and he's always wearing their T-shirts.
I had no idea.
Like, damn, I wish I knew, but
Oh, it's the guy who
Do some
dates.
research.
No, I
it's not
saw a
Travis
TikTok
Kelce.
on this, right? It's the guy who dates Taylor Swift.
Travis Kelsey.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
He wears
Maybe
Chad
you know
Pile
what?
shirts.
Yeah,
Yeah, he wears Chap
I
House
think
shirts,
it's him,
yeah.
but if it's
What?
not him, it's someone
Pretty sure
like
Well,
a full blown, NFL superstar.
They should be the biggest band in the world.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's nuts.
I know
they
they
got
just-
a lot of momentum.
Those two
Yeah.
brothers just started a beer company, and they like did a joke logo that was the single.
Oh, so, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think they're down.
Oh, they're tapped.
crazy.
Should we get them
Tapped
to come
in.
next year?
They're actually here now.
Oh, fuck.
Did you see the other one at WrestleMania?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Incredible.
they seem all right.
They're from Salt Lake, Chat Pile?
Chat pile.
No, I don't think they're from Salt Lake. I think they're from like Arkansas, maybe?
Oh, really?
I don't know. Sorry if I'm wrong.
I just like that they're like weirdos.
Yeah,
You know,
they're genuine.
non-derogatory, just
Yeah.
weirdos.
Yeah.
You know?
To me, I don't think they necessarily sound like this, but I think they kind of like fit in that space of like Hydra Head did when I like grew up, like a lot of those kind of bands, and I think that that's cool to like expose this new group of you know people into heavy music and like to something like that. And the thing I was gonna bring up that we forgot, Edgar, the stage manager. I don't know if you guys saw. He had a cane.
Pink
Pink stage.
Pink stage.
stage.
Yeah, he had a cane the whole weekend.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Dude, he got.
He
from
went too
pitting.
hard.
Yeah, he went to the Chappelle show on Thursday. He pitted too hard, and he like that's how. Which is kind of cool for I'm like we're the only fest where the stage managers are getting fucking.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fucking awesome.
That's
like
incredible.
they're
Yeah.
fucking pitters. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Shit.
Wow. Shout out Paul.
Yeah.
From the
shout out
Yellow
Paul
Stage.
was Yellow Stage,
legend,
yeah.
young legend.
Kill-
Yeah,
Killing.
young legend.
He held me down 2 years in a row. Shout out
Yeah.
Edgar, pitting for Chat-Pile,
Yeah.
being injured for the fest, and still doing a great job.
Still
Yeah.
doing a great job.
I saw him handling shit over
Oh
there.
yeah, he handles biz. Just amazing.
So that's
crazy.
pretty cool. So Chat-Pile.
By the way,
Good
yeah,
job. You
they're
killed the
Oklahoma
state.
City.
Oklahoma City.
really?
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Dude,
Confirmed.
the Salt Lake of the Plains.
By Wikipedia.
Many are saying that.
My grandpa said that,
Yeah.
actually.
Sludge metal noise rock from Oklahoma City.
That sounds
according,
That's
according,
moshable.
to,
Sounds about right.
according to
Straight
Wikipedia.
up, dude. Desmadre.
Also, their drummer's name is Captain Ron, which is kind of funny.
Captain Rod.
Not Captain. Captain.
Captain Ron.
Like Captain Crunch. Ron. Yeah, Captain Ron.
Nice.
Okay.
Wikipedia.
Hell of a fisherman.
Martin just knows everything about Chappelle.
I just know like, there's a
Checking
lot
his
of Chop Power
context.
facts in my head.
Just going to see in his context. What's Captain's last name? Fuck. Desmadre would be up next alphabetically.
Opened up the stage
Second
day
day.
2.
Yeah. Dude,
Just
the cumbia shit is
love it, right?
fucking
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
Unbelievable. I would love a full record of that.
Yeah. It's so crazy.
They're so cool.
Dude, the System of a Down covers.
They went.
They only did the
so
one this time, right?
crazy.
I've seen them do 2.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was like. Oh, they're doing a different one.
Yeah.
couple crazy covers day 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get into another one later. This was another insane set before 2 p.m. is great.
Yeah. Also
Yeah.
local.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like
Beautiful.
local representation and the homies. Yeah. Yeah. It went perfectly for them. Same thing. It was like playing first can feel a certain way if you let it
If you let it.
feel a certain way, but they were just like, yeah, we're just gonna do it, and
Gonna
they
crush
did it, and it was awesome. Yeah,
Luis's vision for Desmadre is
it's it's culminating.
it's worldwide. Dude.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it play out. Fleshwater is up next alphabetically. That's crazy. What a meteoric rise.
Yep.
To now being direct on Sound and Fury right before Have Heart. I will support anything this group of people does
Yeah,
to the
that's
ends of the earth. And
Good way to put it.
it doesn't need to be good for me to do that. Luckily, it's incredible.
We went to a store in Hollywood a couple hours ago, and Fleshwater was just playing in the store.
They've done it.
Wow.
You know,
That's where they're at, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we talked about a meteoric rise, but I mean, there's a reason why we had them play at that slot, and I think that they solidified it. And like I know we kind of talked about Big Boy, but like I also think for Fleshwater, like that was their moment,
Yeah.
beautiful.
and it was
We got to
amazing.
see them in LA. Like what was that? Like 3 months ago or something when they
Yeah.
played the Echoplex.
Yeah,
And it was just
that was
like-
incredible.
Well, it's crazy too because it's like they put the tickets on sale for the upstairs room first, which is like 300 people.
300. Yeah.
And then tickets were gone immediately, so they upgraded to the downstairs big room, and then those tickets were gone
We're gone
immediately.
immediately.
Same
And
day.
then the show was just like when they played, it was just
They're celebrities. in this.
so hot and crazy.
when
and just
Marissa comes out-
sweaty.
Oh, the pop is
the pop.
crazy.
Yeah, it's great. It's like Hogan.
It's
I
awesome.
love it, man. That's a group of people that like
Deserve it.
their success like shatters me.
Yeah.
You know, emotionally, like seeing them do well. Absolutely, it's hard for me to watch them because
Yeah.
I only
You're just
feel
like-
emotional.
Yeah.
And they got stuff lined up this year. I don't want to say specifically because I don't know if I can, but it's
You
like
can't.
I can.
Yeah.
Can't.
You can't.
Yeah.
And it's like amazing. You know, so it's just like they're on a rocket and they're doing it smart, and it's really cool. And
Sure, their new record's gonna be insane.
and at time of recording, they're playing tonight in the Valley, still doing
free
hardcore.
show.
Yeah.
Koyo as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
Amazing.
I mean, the RSVP was gone in 3 seconds or something like that. It was just
Really?
yeah, it's just everyone wants to be there. It's gonna be crazy.
Is that an extension of Sound and Fury?
yeah?
Yeah.
They're
SOS,
still
Yeah,
going.
with that-
SOS
with
collaboration with us. Yeah, and
So
Yeah,
awesome.
we woke up this morning and I think we were really human, but we were like, okay, yeah, let's yeah.
Oh God, waking up this morning was not easy.
Yeah. How you okay? What time did you get up?
No.
That's if we seem a little sleepy today,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're a little sleepy.
We had the longest week
Yeah.
of our lives.
yeah.
I mean,
collectively.
I was there both days, 10 hours. I'm sure
Yeah.
both of you clocked more.
yeah, it's a little bit more.
So I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
even imagine. The sun is the biggest bastard.
But I think it was like 20 degrees cooler this year.
It was
Yeah,
topped out like
we-
80 degrees.
yeah, we got
I don't
lucky.
think we could ask for anything better in
Dude, last
summer
year
in Southern
It was the wettest I've ever
In the Kill 'Em All, I was
wet.
drenched.
Flesh water.
Who's next?
Wet water.
What was it?
Speaking of drenched, Fleshwater, just an unbelievable band. Can't wait for the next. I feel like next record, shit's gonna change.
They're the band. I mean, they're the band to watch, right? Like,
Yeah, they're the band to
like,
watch. The
genuinely-
2023 HardLore Awards band to watch.
They just sound incredible too.
Yeah.
Like they just
And-
pull everything
and
off so well.
Marissa's voice every show is
Yeah,
just like
just on point.
soaring higher and higher and higher.
Drop
Yeah.
B.
And
Really?
Drop B.
Jesus, Christ.
John is just so
He's an
lovable.
He's the greatest stage
It's
warrior.
it's so cool to watch his dynamic with that band, you know,
Yeah.
because it's like you don't expect to see that warrior
Yeah.
on stage, shirtless.
Put
looking
him in the
like-
Coliseum and then into the pit.
Yeah,
You see
exactly.
the
Just- yeah,
same
yeah.
machine.
It's so incredible. Yeah.
Harm's Way is up next. Alphabetically.
alphabetical.
Wow.
Outstanding. Let me take it here.
Okay.
bro. Outstanding set. One of my favorite Harm's Way sets yet, and I've seen most of them. The thing I liked that you did was Terrorizer third. He didn't get kicked in the head.
We'll get there.
There's footage showing that he didn't,
There's
and here it
photo of
is. No, I 100% was like, ooh, I like pump faked.
And because he gave me like a.
I gave him like, yeah, all right,
Yeah.
kid. Yeah.
But it hurt.
Oh,
It hurt.
Steven, you're rolling this.
It hurt real bad. I don't know. It's all foggy. I
Holy
can't.
shit, that's
It's so
amazing.
foggy. I have physical.
Redemption. Take that thing off. $40.
Can't do that.
Terrorizer third in the set, which is like a 5-minute industrial song. Which to me, like that's what I would do. And you stick to who you are. And that's you guys being like, yeah, this is Harm's Way. Like this is what Harm's Way wants to be, and this is what we are. And you've done it to the point where now when that one starts, it's like, oh shit, yes, they're playing it, rather than like, ah, fuck, they're playing the industrial one.
Yeah.
Because you've like taken all these measures to make sure it all works live in a way that many don't. What Harm's Way has become, and just in terms of like, everybody in the crowd is prepared for like, okay, well, this is going to be 30 minutes of violence, probably. We're not going to be singing a lot because I don't want to go near that guy. It is a dynamic that like no other band has. And you're another band where I hate to say it, watching Harm's Way makes me feel emotional. So I got to hide a little bit while watching you because I'm like the mom in Mean Girls watching the Christmas dance where I'm just like, I'm zoned in
Not
on
like-
you and Mills the whole time doing
Not
all
like
the
other
stuff.
moms. You're a cool mom.
I'm a cool mom when you're playing, but I'm almost not. So great job. I didn't kick you. I didn't do
So
it.
despite you kicking me, it was probably my favorite California show that we've done.
Oh yeah.
Probably
Better than the chair.
favorite.
Better than.
Better than the chair.
Better
Much
than
better.
Chair.
That was technically, I think, Inland Empire. So.
Also, I think
I talked to
think-
John about that.
I think James misspoke, and I think it was our first Sound of Fury 12 years, not 11. I think the last one we played was 2012.
Was that motorcycle?
That
year?
was the one before,
Okay.
I believe. I believe. But it was awesome. I had a great time. We covered Sepultura, which we just love to do.
Fuck it.
Anthony did sound for us. He fucking killed it.
Oh, man.
He's the man.
Anthony Gonzalez.
Yeah.
available for hire for sound.
He did us, Xweaponx, and Peeling Flat.
Dude,
Let's solve. Is it Suga or Sugar?
Suga. It's Suga.
I
Sugar
swear
sounds
Devin said
funny.
sugar yesterday.
Sanguisuggabogg.
that was a good Devin.
Shout out Martín Stewart for having us back 2 years in a row.
Also, fun tidbit. It's the first time we have not played an Isolation song since Isolation came out.
Yeah, no breeding grounds.
No breeding grounds. That was a strategic because we wanted to
bold.
include the cover and we had 25 minutes, so we were just like, oh fuck it, we always play it. It's probably the first time we've never played it.
And listen, I think that's one of the greatest hardcore songs ever written. And even so, by the end, I was like, that was a really good set.
Okay, good.
So, you did it.
Thanks.
Breeding Grounds, one of the best hardcore songs ever written. Harm's Way. Why'd you guys put Harm's Way on?
Yeah, talk about it.
Why did you do that?
You forced us to.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Sorry,
You're just eating
I'm
those
eating
M&Ms.
M&Ms.
Stop with the damn M&Ms. Leave it alone.
I mean, same thing. It just felt like time, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think that, like, y'all haven't played it in, like, what happened?
I ate another one. I couldn't help it. Go on. This is the last one.
No. You eat one more M&M, I swear to God.
Yeah, it just felt like it was the right time. You know, like they hadn't played in a couple years, or I mean, with the pandemic,
Long time.
too long. Yeah,
New album.
exactly,
Yeah.
new album. And I mean, you guys know, I love the new album. I love that sound, and I think that I think it was just right time, right place, and I'm just so glad that you guys were down.
Felt good.
Yeah.
Had a
Felt
great time.
great.
Thank you both, sincerely, and Riley also for having us.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Felt awesome.
Anytime.
Up next is Koyo,
Oh man.
the trifecta of the emotional
Yeah.
guys.
Like, what is it? Would you call it?
I think
emo?
I would call
Punk,
Koyo.
pop
like-
punk, not pop punk.
I
right?
don't. I think pop punk would be derogatory to them.
Yes.
But like,
What do you think they?
But like, it
refer to
literally
themselves
is.
as?
But I think they call it emo, and I'll respect that they do that.
Okay.
I'll respect their decision to call it that.
It's
Sick.
kind of like how Saves the Day would like play with Bane and shit.
Yeah,
back in the
yeah,
day,
yeah.
where it's like, yeah, this is different, but it's still.
But it just makes.
But
sense.
here's the thing with Koyo, I've seen
yeah.
Joey do mosh battle. I've seen him go to actual war.
I have a video on my phone, like that. It's been saved on my phone forever. I found out now that it's Joey, and he's like moshing to a Blink 182 song in
And
his
he's
bedroom.
probably moshing so fucking hard.
Yeah, it's clearly like a joke. It's
Yeah.
like, I hope it is. I mean, would it be weird to show it?
No, it's here. It is.
Okay. Yeah, and I don't even know where the video came from. I don't know why I saved it on my phone or something or anything. But it wasn't until like seeing Koyo the first time and meeting him, and I was like, oh shit.
You were starstruck by the
Yeah.
Blink 182 mosh.
I know
Blink
you.
182 mosh guy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've
So-
seen him do serious physical harm
Yeah.
to Germans and
He's a big boy.
Polish. truly an animal. Yeah, great. This was wild. This was the best set I've seen them play, I think, especially in California.
I mean, there's like thousands of people singing along. I felt like,
Yeah.
you know, like it
people
was-
love them.
Yeah,
They're champions.
Yeah.
It was
so
awesome.
sick. And
Emo's back, allegedly.
Emo's not dead.
Emo's. Shame.
and they're- I was just gonna say, like, they're all
Except for Koyo. I like Koyo.
they all played they played this like crazy acoustic show at the other Brain Dead location earlier this year when
Was
they
it
were out
lit
here
as
playing
hell?
Chain. Huh?
Was it lit as hell or what?
I mean, it was lit as hell for what it was. I just like
I
kinda
love that
never
he,
seen anything
he
like it,
refused
and-
to use a microphone.
he like I was
just
like, oh, here's a
yelled.
mic,
he just
and he's
yelled.
like, dude, yeah.
That's fucking.
It was
He's
fucking
loud.
cool.
So
Yeah, that's
why.
what, yeah. He's like, it would just be weird. Like, it's all good. I'm like, okay, cool. And it worked.
Did
And it
they
was,
do like?
Yeah. How did they do
Yeah,
it?
there
Was
was
there
like a
someone
little-
doing like
yeah,
percussion
there's like a
kind
little
of?
percussion thing.
They didn't use
yeah.
the. when the
There-
drummer's sitting on the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The Guitar Center, fucking yeah.
But I mean, it was
That's
awesome,
a
and
good
it was
sound.
they sold it out. It was like absolutely.
Koyo acoustic. Koyo acoustic be like.
Why is it so long?
It's a full. It's a compilation.
It's like an
It's a
extended
compilation
cut.
of Tom's best screams.
It's a
A
Snyder
compilation of Steven bonking his head.
Yeah, sorry, Steven.
Sorry, Steven.
You did
cut. Yeah. Koyo. Awesome.
great band, great
Yeah, yeah.
set. Nothing is next.
Nothing is next. Nikki.
What a statement for one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nikki, absolute legend.
Yeah, crazy.
One of the greats. I was so curious how this would go because this is like at this point, like their last record is by far my favorite one. Genuinely amazing. I learned the whole thing for fun.
Whoa.
I cannot believe the last record. The Full of Hell one too is amazing.
Yeah.
It's so chill.
Yeah.
It's like for vibing. It's built for vibing. So this on Sound and Fury was a thing where I was like, oh, this is going to be a nice, and it was fucking wild.
It was like,
Yeah.
high energy.
And then they did a crazy cover.
They cover Coldplay.
That was
Yeah, like how did they land on that? I would love to
it's
know.
like the ultimate irony in a way that like only they could pull off,
Yeah.
and ended up sick.
And ended up breaking guitars.
Oh yeah,
Well, yeah, that's like-
that's natural.
Dude, I mean, that picture.
I was gonna say that's like my maybe one of the best pictures.
Who's
And
of
that?
apparently it was
Is that
like his
Angela?
favorite
Sean
guitar.
Madden.
It wasn't
but
like,
also Carlo. Carlo also grabbed. Like
oh,
a different-
Sean Madden
different-
got one. And
yeah,
then-
like a different
and-
angle.
2025 poster, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
it's,
mean,
it's
It almost looks like it's
beautiful.
not real.
It's
Yeah,
fake
yeah,
as fuck.
it's
Yeah,
like
it's
AI.
It's so
crazy.
good that it's
It's too
fake.
Yeah,
perfect.
it's
Yeah,
insane.
but it's
It's a good
incredible.
toss, too.
He did get the strap back, which was really
Yeah,
funny. He
yeah. A
can't-
couple guys were kind of like wrestling over the guitar in the crowd.
They thought
I
it was a
didn't
little freebie.
I didn't see it happen, but yeah, crazy.
amazing.
He's yeah.
Hell
Their
of a
shirt
pop.
was a hit too. The
Oh yeah, that was great, and he loved
the
Oasis.
Kool-Aid man.
Oh, how could you not?
Yeah.
That's the best set of the weekend.
What?
Oasis,
Oh yeah.
best band,
God.
best band in the world.
Besides with Stort, that's the only one I really pitted for.
I mean, do we just put them on a Saturday?
Dude, give them an hour to headline.
Holy shit.
You know, I want to call the secret set next year, but I might have to be my boys Oasis.
Oasis.
They are OC also, which is
Oh,
cool.
that is true.
Yeah.
I like that.
Respect.
Before when we were just burning material over here talking, Martin was like, "Why is it always sus?"
Yeah,
like do they know it's sus? It's just U.S. United States.
Yeah. Clever. Clever.
Very clever. Nothing
Yeah.
rocks. One step closer is next.
Yeah. One step closer. Rip.
Melodic hardcore.
I mean, there
is
you go.
back.
Yeah. It's
Also, probably best set I've seen them play.
100%.
Did
were,
they do the Bad Seed cover?
no, I don't.
didn't.
No.
I heard talk.
They do
Really?
that.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome, right?
What?
People know. Yeah, it would be awesome, right?
Yeah,
If they did. Yeah.
100%.
Okay, yeah.
And they're I feel like they're the final sons of Wilkes-Barre
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
there road dogging. They're children of the orphans. You know the orphans.
The
of
orphans.
Wilkes-Barre?
Yeah, I remember.
The
that.
children of they're the orphans of orphans.
Whoa.
Yeah,
out
because
here.
the first version was like Little Rascals, right? Like that
Yeah.
that band.
Little Rascals and then United Youth,
Yeah, United Youth.
which
And now those guys are like in their 30s and stuff,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, they're like grown
doing
ups.
DMT and shit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, One Step Closer's out here, clean cut,
Yeah.
straight edge.
Straight edge. Love ripping off Polo,
Love,
Ralph Lauren
yeah.
logos. Yeah.
Ralph, if you're watching,
Yeah.
don't look at
Don't
One
look.
Step Closer's
Yeah, I didn't say that.
product
actually.
line.
Great.
I'm not trying to
great merch
snitch.
game.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're-
yeah.
Well,
they've
they
been
always
on-
do
next
something
level.
that's just like
They gave me a
insane.
cereal box.
That's
Like you think I'm joking, dude.
they didn't.
What
And they-
cereal's in it?
Well, they knew I like cereal, so
I mean,
I was
who
the right
doesn't
guy.
like cereal?
I don't know what cereal.
Favorite
No,
cereal.
it's like the honestly not
all time.
All time.
Raisin,
Including
Raisin
Defunct.
Bran Crunch,
Dude.
dude. Raisin Bran Crunch.
great-
It
Really?
just tastes like a big oatmeal cookie. It's awesome.
But
You ever
with
think
raisins
about
in it? Just
Martine?
raisins?
Oh, with raisins.
Oh,
bro.
you love raisins.
Maybe O's. You ever had those? O's, O-H, apostrophe.
Oh,
S.
yeah, they have
yeah.
like a yellow
I
box.
love those.
that
Things.
like
Yeah, but they
like-
kind of tear up the roof of your mouth. Like,
Yeah.
But that's
all the best do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
no.
it's good. Colin?
Damn, I love frosted mini wheats too, though.
Classic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Number one all time waffle crisp.
let's.
I've
wow.
never had that.
Very
Wow.
nice.
Okay.
It's gone. It's long gone.
Oh.
and
It's
I
like
do
kinda
think there was
maple
some-
syrup.
I think there was something in there that made like meth or something.
Carcinogens.
No, because it made me like I had to be something like something awesome.
Yeah.
You were addicted.
I could not eat less than a box.
Yeah.
If you started, you would just finish.
If you have to finish, I was 6.
Oh my god.
Like sneaking downstairs, like I need my crisp, man.
My Chris, man.
And then Rice Krispie treats,
The treats.
cereal.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
even when it
see,
came
my
back,
parents
it
couldn't let
wasn't
me
as-
have
Wasn't the
crazy
same much,
ass.
brother.
It was good.
I bought 8 boxes from
Yeah.
Target when it came back, and when those 8 boxes were gone, I was about 260
7
pounds.
days later.
So, Rush First Retreat, they'll get you, and then
mine's-
the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Life.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Love
Yo, those
Cinnamon
are
Life.
good. Yeah, well,
Love
when
Cinnamon.
I toured with New Found Glory a couple times, and that's like every day on a rider.
Cinnamon Life.
Yes, and I was hooked, man.
Really?
I was doing like a box a day. It was-
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
We talked last year about a Sound
Did
and Fury. We did. It was great. Good to see you. We talked last year about a potential Sound and Fury cruise.
Yeah, I mean,
Where are we at on
I
that?
would love that, but I just don't.
International
trust,
waters.
I don't trust people.
What is there to trust?
Yeah. Someone's going overboard.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's doing something stupid that's going to get us in trouble. That's what I would think.
They
but
can't possibly prosecute.
That's true, man.
No, trust me. Hey, trust me.
Okay, done. We're doing it.
All right.
Yeah.
Nautical law expert.
I'll be the casino leader.
Leader?
Ringmaster.
Leader? What is it?
You need a leader. Every casino needs a leader. I'll deliver every hand
Yeah,
pick.
okay.
But you got to tip me.
Here I am. Thank you, man.
Wait, what band were we talking about?
One step
Who-
closer.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
One step closer.
Yeah.
They'll be on the Sound and Fury cruise. Outta Pocket is up next. One of the Bay's finest.
Yeah, another Bay
Insane set.
Area.
Yeah.
Like,
Young guys.
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But
Great set, yeah.
I mean, for how early it was, like, I think that was
Insane.
Yeah, like a real big surprise set.
Do you? I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm curious because you're mentioning that it's a Bay band. Do you have any demographics from ticket purchases of people
Yes.
coming from out of town?
Yeah.
And what is that?
You'd be surprised that it's actually the majority are people within like the Los Angeles County.
Wow.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like people from everywhere, but
Yeah.
the majority is going to be from like within, I don't know, maybe like 3 hours.
That's really cool.
Do you have a? Can you share a head count for this year?
I don't even have it yet, but I know that it's
I think they're
more
running
than,
the scans
Yeah.
still.
that's like at this point
Is it
because
all
it's
time
so
highest?
Yes,
What's-
biggest
yeah.
year.
Beautiful.
yeah, yeah, because
I saw them at-
That's the most
absolutely
important.
biggest year.
but
ever, for
yeah,
sure.
it's like at this point things are so like dialed in digitally and stuff. Like
You get all.
I don't even think about it. Riley is the
Riley will
why he's
text,
not
Riley will
here
text
right
the
now.
group chat
yeah,
later.
the
Yeah,
mad scientist.
yeah
is like,
he'll send us a diagram. Yeah.
He's at home crunching the numbers
yeah.
like this.
with the weird.
Just fucking dying.
So yeah, he'll let us know.
That's
but-
beautiful.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
that's amazing.
So
This
best year
state,
yet.
this state is incredible.
Yeah, Outta Pocket. One of their members, Chris, passed away in the past year.
Right,
And
right.
it's it's
Yeah,
good to
rest in
see them
peace.
like honoring his memory, keeping the band going.
Absolutely.
Crushing played
Yeah.
FYA as well. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
I saw him play First Street Billiards
See?
recently too, and they brought Death Before Dishonor on tour with them, and it was awesome because the young kids that went to see Outta Pocket saw Death Before Dishonor, and they had a great show. So it was really cool.
Hardcore.
Hardcore.
Peeling flesh.
That was another one for me.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's,
What a fucking
Dude,
beast.
me and Madison went to see them in LA like pretty recently, and it was like that's who we were like really anticipating their set, and it was just so insane that it was immediate. We looked at each other and we're like, yeah,
They sound perfect.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're
it's
very
insane.
dialed in. Yeah,
well, that's the thing is like I was obsessed with I guess like the EPs and stuff, but I couldn't
Mixtapes
figure out
or
how they could
whatever.
pull off
Yeah.
live. I wasn't I
Yeah.
wasn't really sure how that was gonna go, and so I kind of like wanted to hold off until I saw it. And yeah, we went to the show, and like literally before the end of the set, I sent the offer. Like I was just like, this is
it looked like
absolutely insane.
it looked like Bold was playing or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
It was just like stage dive after stage dive, and then they were just piling on the dude. It was just,
I was so sold.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was in the crowd for the whole thing with my jaw agape.
yeah.
I was walking by and Seely was like, "Have you ever seen this band?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Watch this band."
Yeah,
So I
King,
watched.
yeah. King 9 played with them they're from Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another Oklahoma.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, King 9 played with them. So Dan Seely was like, yeah, the whole. He's
Yo,
like,
honestly?
honestly, I can't wait for Billy Flash.
Can't wait for
Like
Billy.
not for nothing.
Not for nothing.
Yeah,
There was a. I was talking to somebody about the Stigma episode that we did with Dan, and they brought up how he'll say, "Vinny, let me ask you something about like regular questions."
Like it's about to be this.
Yeah, it's like he's about to like really
really break it down.
Vinny, let me ask you
Yeah.
something.
You
like ice in your drinks?
I think Dan's the only person who got burned just about as bad as me.
The first day he was like, "I don't care, man."
Yeah.
And then the second day he was like, "I need your sunscreen."
Dude, he is. Yeah, he's hypercolor right now.
Big
Like,
time. He looks
it's
awesome.
crazy.
And he was
Yeah.
wearing a shirt that was cut a little bit deeper than
Yeah.
his burn from the first day.
So he just got like an extra.
So it was like white, red, white.
lifesaver.
It was like a beautiful flag.
Oh my
So
god.
Peeling Flesh.
Peeling Flesh, just,
They were great.
Man.
Presentation out of control. Musicianship out of control. Riffs out of control.
Yeah.
Bands out of control.
Just everything about it was just. I mean, and their merch is always something to look at. Yeah. They always do something really wild. Yeah.
They are of that world. I don't know how to describe it.
Like what the world is,
Like
or
the world that they're the musical world that
Slam.
they're
it's like
in.
modern tech,
Modern
slam,
tech,
death
slam,
metal,
hardcore.
Power
hardcore. Yeah,
Power
core.
slop, yeah. They're the kings.
Yeah,
Undisputed.
incredible, man. Yeah, we were
loved
really
it.
excited to, and it's just cool because like, I don't know, maybe by look or something like that, or shows they normally play, you would think they might be outside of the box, and us offering them to play might. There's a chance that you might ask them. They're like, "Oh, I don't know, like, I don't know if we fit into that kind of thing." But they were like so psyched when we offered them to play and everything, and. They're just like the coolest dudes. Yeah. Like I introduced myself to them that night when we first saw them in LA, and they were just like, just awesome. So it's cool to see dudes like that you might think like, oh, he's just like a metalhead or whatever, but they're like down,
Yeah,
they know what's up. They
They were just
definitely
so super psyched. I mean, like they watched like the whole festival.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
were,
they
yeah,
were-
they were just,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I think they're
kept seeing
they're
them
hardcore.
around.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
yeah.
yeah. So
They fucking rock.
Incredible.
Peeling Flesh. Prize Horses next.
Prize Horse, wow, that one blew me away. That was another one where it was like I didn't really know too much about him until Madison brought him to the table, and 3-piece.
Yeah, three.
And
they're
it sounded
so
like
heavy.
7 people were on stage. It was incredible.
They were early.
Yeah.
And
They had the drummer was like, I noticed that everyone, it must have been a bunch of drummers on stage watching him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
He was like in the pocket. Like it wasn't it wasn't like flashy. It was just
solid.
precise.
Rock
Yeah.
solid.
Perfect. Yeah.
It's kind of like when Ben Kohler plays.
It's just
There's
drummers
just
up there.
drummers.
Just going like this.
Yeah. He's crazy. Yeah. But yeah. Did you know them personally before, or was that like full blown reach out? And meet 'em?
I helped with like a show a couple years ago. Like they just play a program or something, nothing like crazy.
Wait, where are they from?
Dude.
Do I need to all right, you keep talking.
If I got
Wikipedia
like a
back.
good night of sleep, I could tell you. But I was actually hanging out with them earlier at T.A.G.A.B.W with Mike.
Oh, cool.
Funny enough.
He knows them?
I
Today?
walked in.
Mike's
I walked
Asara.
in and they were all Mike Asara. I walked in, they were all hanging, so I just like got a cup with them and chilled.
I could see Mike just being like, dude, Prize Horse.
Dude, he's
Wait,
like, dude,
Mike-
Prior.
So sick.
Are you
And then
talking
he did like a
Neg,
deck.
Mike?
Yeah,
And then,
Like an ollie. Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, it's so sick. What's your favorite jelly bean?
Wait, who are you talking about?
Mike Cesario.
Oh,
What's your favorite
has
jelly?
he actually asked someone that before?
No, I'm just something he would say.
thought about it.
Prize Horse. Wild.
Definitely I think definitely another band to like watch because I think that they're gonna like have a huge rise in this next year.
They're called Metal. They're from Minneapolis.
Oh, lovely. Great Lakes.
They're also on that run with Anxious One Step.
Oh,
and
cool.
Koyo.
Oh,
yeah,
are
yeah.
they?
I
They're
didn't even
open.
know that.
Yeah,
So that
that
makes
makes
that's
sense.
perfect fit.
Yeah,
yeah, of course. Yeah, it's awesome.
Sanguisuggabogg.
It's a good band name.
Prize Horse? Yeah, it is.
Sick band name.
Sanguisuggabogg is next, alphabetically.
Yeah.
King's Return.
Dude,
The best sounding band on planet Earth.
And
Wall
just
of
such an
Death was
interesting
insane.
way that they play, like the
No bass.
guitar signals going through a
It's
thing
genius.
that does something. And
It's
I don't know.
it's so
kick
brilliant.
drum?
No kick drum anymore. I feel like when I first toured with him, he might have used one, and now it's just full blown pad. You
Yeah.
know, just leaning into the
If you're gonna do it, do it.
clicky kick drum. Yeah,
It
Awesome.
sounds.
I mean-
It ends up sounding perfect.
That's a dude that watching him play drums is
Yeah.
very.
It pisses me
awesome.
off.
Yeah, yo, and then he just rips guitar.
Yeah,
He's
exactly,
like a
yeah.
Nick Jet. Yeah,
Yeah.
where it's just like, oh, cool, you just know how to do everything.
It's not
Loser.
right. It ain't right.
Yeah.
They broke a
It's not
record.
It's not fair.
They brought 4 murder balls this time. I was talking to
Wow.
Devin. 4. First time ever.
Devin Swank.
Devin Swank from Sanguisuggabogg. That's not. I'm not mocking him.
No, it's just
knows.
him.
That's now after we did an episode talking about our tour with them that led to this story, this infamous story in our circle where a kid came up to me after the show and just said, "Sick set, man, fucking guitar."
What does that mean?
I play bass in the band. I play bass. And he said, I don't know. He just meant to say, like, it's cool. Good job.
A Mike Cesario comment, honestly.
Very, dude, fucking guitar. Like, that was very So now that's whenever I see Sanguisuggabogg, it's like all 5 of us just saying that in unison in a circle. Yeah. So I'm glad to see it's still alive.
They had
Those dudes are awesome.
a
Amazing.
wall of death. You see that video?
Huge wall.
Unbelievable.
I knew it was coming, so I went behind the drums and got a slow motion video of everyone running at each other, and it just came out so crazy. It's just like,
Here it is.
Here it is.
and we're
That
back.
was unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I don't think I've ever been in a wall.
Artistic.
No.
I don't think I ever.
What do you do when you get to the middle? Fight?
You just keep
Yeah,
running.
you just keep
I don't know.
running,
You just keep running?
Like
I think
colliding.
You just try to run through.
William
the
Wallace wouldn't want me to do that. He'd want me to fight. in
to
the
start
middle.
fighting
You ever
someone.
play Red Rover?
Yeah, I guess you could do that.
as a kid?
Yeah.
You kick ass when you
Yeah.
get to the end.
Yeah.
Your enemy is looking in your eye line.
Yeah.
Red Rover.
So it's cool. It's so cool to see them because, especially like in front of that many people, because they've just been touring nonstop and
Yeah.
they're so dialed in with like the live show thing, you know. So it's just they're like a machine right now.
They're our machine.
It's just perfect.
They
Everything
treated
is so
they
perfect.
treated this band as if like, hey, this is our
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
what we got. Even though they have a bunch of other amazing bands, Volcano.
Yeah.
They know like, hey,
Putrid-
we've got
Putrid
something here.
Stew.
Putrid Stew.
There's a lot of
There's what's Tomb Sentinel.
Tomb Sentinel. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Devin's other band. Yeah.
they're about to do a crazy tour too. The Lorna Shore,
Oh, that'll be huge.
Kubla Khan,
Friends of the
them.
show, Lorna Shore.
crazy.
Is that
tour.
the Australian band?
No, from like Connecticut.
Yeah.
New York, Connecticut.
Oh, I'm thinking. No, there's a band called The Red Shore. I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
no.
Australian. Yeah,
Different.
Crazy.
Lorna Shore.
That's gonna be
Lorna
good.
Shore's got the crazy like
The Dimmu stuff.
black metal. Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
Oh, did they play
Unbelievable
Sick
drummer.
New World or whatever?
Probably. Yeah.
I think I saw them.
They
there.
did, yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy drummer. Crazy.
Wild blast, dude.
Okay.
Friends of the show.
He's so good.
Sanguisuggabogg. Incredible set, incredible band. Seeyouspacecowboy up next. Friends of the show.
Another one is just like
Wild.
crazy ass,
Yeah.
crazy ass. You know, it's just,
Kind of, just a very unique. Like I watched the set and it was like this stands out to me.
Yeah.
Compared to like the whole day, you know,
And, like,
just sound wise.
When we did the episode with Connie, it was 2 hours of her being like, I love this band. You know, I love like Wax Melter and like
that's a band.
Earth Guy.
Could
and,
be.
well, no.
Wait, are you just making this?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me. You know, it was like Earthworm Jim. And I'm sitting there like,
do
yeah,
love
that's
Earthworm
awesome.
Jim.
But like this is Seeyouspacecowboy is our gateway into bands like Earthworm Jim and Wax World and whoever else doesn't actually exist. But like they are the fucking gods of like actual emo, like screamo.
Okay, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, there's a little bunch of bands that I used to listen to that are like
Like what?
probably like Guyver One, Clique, Ikatoe.
a lot of these, I think she said.
Oh, really?
Those are the fakest names I've ever heard.
it was literally an episode where she's just describing like big influence from this, and Colin and I are both like,
It's just
I
like,
gotta.
what?
Damn, I gotta
What?
go. I gotta see which one she named. Yeah,
No,
probably
but she's
stuff
OG,
that I
like,
used to
she's
like.
screamo
Yeah,
royalty.
I didn't like a lot of it, but it's just at the time, like in the
Yeah.
'90s, everyone just kind of listened to weird screamo stuff, and
which is
bands
kind
like-
of full
And
circle,
now, yeah.
kind of like how we are now.
yeah.
And you had the gods of that shit on day 2, and the set was amazing.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
crushed.
They
Crushed,
stood out
yeah.
from every other band.
Crushed.
Tell me about putting them.
And that's
on.
another band that's like just consistently touring, so they're just like locked in.
I think it was their first day of tour.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
their
was,
tour
yeah.
kickoff.
It was, yeah.
Amazing.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's Euro style.
Yeah. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I've done that. Ugh. Having flashbacks. It's just
All right, I just got here. I'm super tired. It's the most people I've ever seen.
yeah. Cool. One of the time, do we have time? Can I tell a quick story? Yeah, we played. It was like early on playing Hellfest, and I missed the first show of the tour because I was sitting at the gate at LAX, not paying attention, even though I was there like 2 hours ahead of time. I was just sitting there listening to music, and I was like, kind of been here for a long time. And then I looked up and my gate closed, so I couldn't get a flight till the next day. Anyways, all that to say, I flew in to Paris, had to take a train, and then someone picked me up in a village and drove me to the festival grounds. I hadn't slept and everything. Went through the backstage, onto stage, handed my guitar, and had to play at Hellfest, of all places.
The biggest
Yeah,
fest in the world.
Yeah, because they were just sitting there waiting for me.
Oh,
Were you Warzone stage or main?
Warzone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
This was like even before because now they have it all dialed in with the like
Yeah.
guard towers and razor wire everywhere and stuff like that. This was a while ago.
Damn.
Yeah. It's
Brutal.
crazy. Yeah.
So they basically just did that and killed it.
Yeah.
They are gutting a body of water.
Yeah. T.A.G.A.B.O.W.
T.A.G.A.B.O.W. Yeah.
Insane.
T.A.G.A.B.O.W.
This is another band. I had no idea what to expect from this.
Did you catch those sets?
Yeah, they're heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crushed.
It's
Wow.
Tell me
it's,
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are they from?
This is another one he turned me on to where I was just like,
You're in the
whoa.
cut, dude.
What
He's in the
happened?
cut. Yeah.
You're
we
straight
just
up researching.
Yeah.
You stay researching.
I'm just diving deep.
Yeah.
No, I mean, really not that deep. I actually, like, genuinely have been listening to T.A.G.A.B.O.W. for a number of years, and I think they're great. And, yeah, same thing. Same thing, they kind of, like, have backgrounds from this world, and, like, I think it just felt like it was time. They have been playing LA a lot. I think I met them, like, last time they played, and, yeah, just kind of, like, made it happen. So, same thing. I just, like, really like them, and I just thought, what happens if I could put them in front of like this audience,
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's
see it.
refreshing too.
Big
It's just the dynamic through the day
Yeah.
is
It's
very,
so important.
Yeah,
It's so
Half the battle.
yeah,
And this was a palate cleanser in a way that was still like, damn, this is fucking heavy.
yeah. Similar to Chat Pile in that way.
yeah, absolutely.
T.A.G.A.B.O.W. also sounds hard.
Yeah. I saw that on the lineup with the time slots. I didn't know what it stood for.
Yeah,
Well,
dude,
just-
it's so funny because like I do most of the graphics for us and stuff. And I kept thinking they were two different bands, and I was like,
missing one.
trying to remember like flyer. He's sending me all these flyers.
Yeah, when I
and
sent
I'm
that
just
one
like,
into him, I was like, ooh, sorry, bud. I was like, good luck fitting that, bro.
Oh, yeah, that little gap right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's graphic design.
longest
excellence right
name ever, I think, right?
there.
Yeah.
Might be in history. Yeah. No, the world is a beautiful place, and I'm dying.
And I'm
It's
I'm
big.
no longer afraid
I'm
to
no
die.
longer afraid to die. Yeah.
Yeah.
Demonstration of power
Same thing.
kind of fucked me too.
Yeah, they got you. Demonstration, long ass word. For real.
Yeah.
Scottish.
Couldn't cover Alec.
Yeah, no, you did good.
Yeah, he was important. We had to see him
Alex's son was there for the TT
yeah.
set.
Yeah.
That was his
first time seeing his father play. Or
That was so Elliot, who is his son. His like their bond together is music.
But
Like-
specifically, videos of live music.
Oh, he's never seen live music in his life.
oh,
Whoa.
So his first time seeing live music in his whole life
was his
was
dad.
his dad's band at the coolest show they've ever done.
That's a core. He's
That's
4.
gonna.
I remember stuff.
That
from
might be
when
too cool to see at such a young age. He's that's like
It's over.
Where do you go from there?
This is his life.
He's the hippest
You know?
guy on earth now.
Yeah,
Like,
100%. And he's gonna be like, my dad is.
yeah.
Your
Well,
dad
it's-
sucks.
He's in the video, right, where Alec does the flip.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like,
and he's
pants-
like,
oh my god! Yeah. Imagine seeing your dad do that. Dude.
That's
Like,
insane.
he's 4. I remember stuff from when I was 4.
Yeah,
That's a core
That's
memory,
Like 4 and 5 is like I feel.
I
Like
could. I've seen my dad walking, and I've been like,
that's yeah.
cool walk.
You can do that?
Damn, I'm getting there. Yeah, that was a special thing I forgot to mention
Yeah.
earlier. But
But worth mentioning.
and there he is on the poster. So I had to keep one of these. I kept one. I don't normally keep them. I had to.
Yeah,
my boy.
I keep them with intentions of framing them, and none of them are framed.
Yeah.
But I have them
They keep coming.
Yeah.
one day.
Terraina.
Terraina. Local, I would consider that
Oxnard.
local. Yeah.
I think they're the chosen ones.
Yeah.
That's what I've dubbed them the chosen ones.
It's like young. Are they like, they're not teenagers?
Okay, so
young,
David,
right?
the drummer, is, I'm not going to say his
like
actual age. but
teenager.
I don't want to air him out.
He's okay. Yeah.
He played 2 years ago with Boy. I played drums for Boy, and I remember even then, this underage kid watching him play drums and thinking he is so much better than me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then Terrena's like his baby. I think I'm not going to speak for the band, but his drumming is such a huge part of it. 4-piece band.
Yeah, 4-piece.
Young
it's like
Oxnard.
watching Machine Head from
Dude,
Oxnard or
straight
something.
up, they're fucking unreal. They're too good.
Yeah.
They're the chosen ones.
Their set remind me of like a Dynamo set,
Yes.
like or something like that. You know, like
They gotta-
just because they are that 4-piece and they're just commanding the crowd. And it was
Yeah.
And there's always been one 805 band at least that's like crushing in the current era of hardcore, and now like Terrena being that and them accepting that and going as hard as they are, they're delivering with the songs. I'm sure the next record, I haven't heard the whole thing. Taylor did it. I'm sure it's great. But the Evil Eyes one,
Yeah. Oh, it's
Is that
phenomenal.
He did like a guest spot for?
Yeah.
Lost his voice.
Lost his voice
Yeah.
immediately.
Beautiful.
Worse than me, even.
I'm for once not the worst voice guy ever. That's nice.
For
But
once.
yeah, this had to be my favorite set of the weekend, other than Harm's Way, of course.
Yeah, they definitely.
I was in awe. And
Well-
Cosmic Joke, of course, Mac.
I think. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
But the like 50-person pylon on stage to a band without a front man,
Yeah, it's crazy.
so cool.
That's great.
Yeah,
fucking cool.
yeah, definitely awesome.
The pedal board
Oh man.
done right.
There's an amazing picture that Crystal from Initiate took of the pylon happen, and the singer Julian looking back and just going,
Well,
"Here it is." Pretty good. Yeah, this was perfect.
yeah.
Check them out. Torture. up
Here we
next.
go. Yeah.
So Torture replaced our buddies in Cruelty who couldn't make it.
Yeah, visa issues.
It seems like in the current climate of where music is, you really kind of got the perfect band.
Yeah.
The only band that could have swapped this way. Tell me about making this happen.
Yeah, I mean, we were right away when
Unanimous,
because
yeah.
I mean I wouldn't say scrambled, but it was like when Cruelty or Taylor was like, hey, just so you know, like Cruelty's not going to be able to make it, so we were like, okay, well, we gotta. I guess we didn't have to, but we were like, let's fill the spot
Yeah.
as quick as we can, and both of us were just like torture.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we Madison reached out, and I feel like it was like pretty immediate because they had other things planned, and
Well, they played at like
They played
midnight the night
Milwaukee.
before.
Yeah.
yeah, they
that's
weren't
crazy.
sure. Like they want immediately, they're like, yes, we want to do it, but they played at midnight the night before in the Midwest somewhere.
Milwaukee.
Yeah,
So
and
they
then,
flew at
and then
took
flew.
a red eye to
Yeah.
Sound of Fury.
Yeah.
and they're like young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
young.
As the first time here, and they're like chilling for like a week, and they were just like the coolest people on earth. Well, let's talk about the set first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too deep into them as people are amazing, but like that set was just
I've
like,
seen multiple pits for bands. Terror 2 years ago, I think had 5 or 6 at
that
one
was
point.
pretty
And I've seen stuff like that.
emotional. It was crazy.
Incredible.
I've never in my life seen so many pits start that there was an island of people.
An island in the middle, just
cowering.
like, oh my god.
Wow.
And I have a video of it. Here it is.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I've
And-
never actually seen that.
And just the kid, the
Yeah.
drummer who sings was like the most interesting.
Are there lyrics?
There's actually, I found out today, there's not.
Yeah, they're lyricless.
Just vibes.
Yes, I found today.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Just intention and vibes.
Yeah,
Dude,
and
just
just the
straight.
way they started the set, and he's so crazy. You could tell he was so fired up to
Yep.
play because the second, like everyone knows what time they're playing, so it's like the anticipation was building.
Yeah.
And they start playing, and he's just like, I think he's like, free fucking Palestine.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he just, and everyone was just going insane. And then they just started playing, and it was just a beat down.
A war zone.
Yeah, it was-
Yeah, it's just like, and he
they're
was screaming
They're in like a
in
league
between
of
and
their
stuff.
own, and this whole insane
God,
world that somehow exists. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something to be said about certainly having a crazy moment in the public eye as far as this world goes, and then using it to say some really powerful stuff about what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
You would think that would be like a no-brainer, but it
it's
turns
not,
out it's like a brave thing that
Right,
a lot of
right,
people
right,
in
yeah.
insurance are scared to do. So shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them for sure. One thing about my favorite thing about them playing is that Sean Riley didn't know who they were before we suggested it, and he is obsessed with
Really?
them now. As soon as they were done, and he was like, we're all texting each other. He's like, we gotta find them right now. I gotta go find them and talk to them. And so
We
just
all
like,
punished
just punish them.
Yeah,
I
like it was
I
just straight.
like,
We just straight.
dude, you guys are the
punished
fucking
them, dude.
best.
It was
Like punishing them.
crazy.
Unbelievable.
It was
Yeah,
insane.
that was
We talked wrestling for a little bit.
Fuck.
They're just like
Yeah.
the coolest young kids. Like, I was so sick. Yeah,
It had to be torture.
yeah. It
Torture
just
delivered.
Couldn't have been. Yeah.
I am looking at the alphabet and I'm realizing that we didn't talk about the secret set yesterday.
Oh, Touche Amore.
Oh
Insane.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
because we couldn't
Yeah,
put them on.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I was.
that makes
Yeah,
sense.
and
yeah,
we're
that's-
also
they
yeah.
weren't on
Again,
that,
I'm
yeah.
so tired, but I have to say like that. 15 minutes.
Yeah,
was
3
just,
songs.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just absolutely so crazy and like.
It was
all those guys are just they played
Long
Sound and
time
Fury when we were
supporters.
growing up.
Yeah.
and, it was just so special, like bring them back and just have like an amazing set.
We're getting time.
oh shit.
There's 2 bands left. If you have 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Okay.
We'll be
okay.
so
so
fast.
much. We'll be really quick.
I will give you $40 cash.
Damn, we're
How
just
much money you
going
got?
hard.
$40 cash. Take that band.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, Touche fit perfectly. Kind of an obvious, almost a band where if they're not on a fest like this, you're like, I wonder.
Well, they're Sound and Fury OGs, and I like
Yes.
that's kind of the secret set precedent you're setting.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean,
I mean, it just kind of happened that way, though. It's just
Pretty
pretty
cool.
Yeah, I don't-
coincidentally.
Ceremony last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ceremony in that.
And
And it's
true-
not like we're always like, we got to do a secret set or something like
It's
that.
fun.
It just
yeah.
2 years in a row, it just made sense.
Yeah, I love it. And, the one thing that I thought was really cool is that they were supposed to headline in 2020.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah,
They
yeah.
were supposed
That's
to be one of
right.
the headliners. And, we never got to have that
Wow.
happen. So it was so cool to, like, be able to make that moment.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Wow. Congrats.
Yep. Who
Amazing.
we got next?
We got Volcano.
That was one where it was like, I just kind of closed my eyes sometimes and didn't look at what was happening in the crowd. It was just like, oh
violent as
my
hell.
God, people are
Beautiful
just
violence.
going wild.
They
yeah,
were
it
right
was so
before
sick
us.
and
So I'm on the other stage
just like watching from like,
Whoa. Isn't that the worst?
Yes.
oh, man, they were so cool. Just sick. Another sick drummer. Holy shit, that dude was ripping. Yeah,
I mean, if you're playing with the Sanguisuggabogg guys,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got to be good.
crazy ass set. Just
Yeah,
perfect.
they're show stealers. In a
yeah,
way.
yeah, and
really
we did them 2 years ago, right? Or was it?
No, it was
last
last year.
Oh, it was last year.
And
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
it was last year, and it was
Just
just
round
like,
two,
yo, we
yeah,
got to
yeah.
bring him
Yeah,
back, and
they were totally
put him a
down.
little bit later, and he's even better. And now I guess they're doing more material, so
Beautiful.
Yeah.
just can't wait.
That LP is going to change things.
We got about 10
Yeah.
game-changing
They're
LPs
coming.
in the works.
Trust me.
Wow, get ready for this
Yeah.
year.
2028. xWeaponx. The last band. out
Dude,
there.
yeah, just another one that was just
This
like...
is one of my favorite sets of the week.
Yeah, I
they're-
heard that a lot from a lot of
They're a
people.
fest killer, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they don't, I mean, I don't think they can really do anything else, right? So it's like,
No.
it's so limited in what they do. So it's like creating that, I guess, demand.
Yeah.
'Cause they're not,
It's
you
just
know.
a cool thing. And
Yeah, it
it's
just
got a
happens here and there. And,
It's going to be crazy, and we're not going to do it
Yeah.
many times a year.
and
Yeah,
you know, outwardly straight edge music gets people,
It's an important
Pumped.
thing.
Finally.
yeah.
It's an important thing.
Yeah. And don't they cover Throwdown sometimes or something?
And First Blood.
And
First
First
yeah,
Blood,
Blood
yeah.
I've seen.
I wanted to see that, but they didn't do it this year.
This would have been the place to do it.
Yeah, I
which
feel
is
like it
interesting.
would have, but
Did it
yeah.
at LDB and not Sound and Fury.
Yeah.
Kentucky, First Blood, you know,
Yeah.
they're still crushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a fest mainstay, I feel like, at this point.
Yeah.
One of the craziest sets of the weekend.
Yes.
Crazy how many times and how many bands you can say that about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should do a supercut of every time. Crazy is it?
Craziest set.
the
Yeah,
best
this was one of
set.
my favorite sets.
I mean,
Yeah,
this is the fest in the country. You know, it's easy to say. So people are so excited and make so many efforts to come out here. It makes sense. You know, and it's the best part of fest season to me. You know, best part of like what being able to come to these things. So I think it was fucking awesome.
Yes.
I think the best one that I've been to for sure.
100%. It feels like our home. I mean, I literally live here, but like,
that's
HardLore, the
weird.
show, they feel like Sound and Fury kind of feels like our home base.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
where we started the whole like interview thing. Like,
Oh,
talking
yeah,
to me,
that's
like,
right, yeah.
Sound and Fury was first.
Yeah.
So it really feels like the beginning and end of our year.
Yeah.
And we can't wait for next year. Can't wait for every year. We'll always be there. Hope to play it as many times as I can, but that's up to you.
Same.
I'll start a new band every year.
I had a break this year, pretty much.
You did good though.
Next
I mean,
year,
the
I'm just gonna have to
pre-show
go
was,
hard.
Was barely a break.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, but you did karaoke and Oasis.
Yes.
You were
Incredible.
I had a break this year.
Or like limping, yeah.
But that was our Sound and Fury recap.
Hell yes.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you for putting together the perfect hardcore festival.
That's an honor to hear. Yeah,
you,
I mean,
man.
we're just doing our thing.
Doing great. And thank you all for watching. Thank you, Brain Dead,
Yeah.
for hosting
Sorry,
us.
we're
sorry, we're over on
taking
time.
too long, but we were some talking ass MFers.
And until next week,